Full Metal Alchemist.
Ah, I forgot the map. Fuck. That's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
Full Metal.
I don't even remember what happened last time.
It's been a minute, brother.
Hasn't been
Fuck
that
that thing.
We,
Fuck that thing.
Gnark
We
got
fucked the
his life
thing.
sucked, brother. He got the suck of his life.
I got sucked.
Yeah.
Got stuck.
All right. Well,
It
to
was
be
a-
more specific,
She got sucked.
Yeah, so-
Woohoo!
He got that-
you have arrived. Let's go back a little bit extra.
Alright.
Start from the real beginning. And by real beginning, I mean the beginning of Bournemouth, not the beginning of the story.
Unless-
So,
Oh, what the
in essence, you arrive in Bournemouth and meet a man by the name of Ynaelor on the platform of the train station who says that the military will not help him with his brother because the local mafia has, well, taken him. He explains that he runs a magic shop that sells funny little items and such. And he wasn't paying his dues to the local mob, so they took his brother. Naturally, makes perfect sense. So you stay in the Crooked Sailor, where you find some people here from the Raven Syndicate who are in talks with the Mafia about importing certain illegal goods, mainly magical arms and things like that. You also met some of the other people around, including a librarian who is named Noelle. She seems to be a fairly powerful magic user. Very learned, we'll say. So, a couple of things happen. You learn a little bit more about the Mafia. You meet briefly with Ross, aka the changeling that you had a brief run-in with in Toulouse, knowing that he had an alter ego in this region by the name of Ross Cleffer. You reached out to him and had a brief conversation. You know he's a follower of Raisman. He was pretty unhelpful, all things considered. So, fuck. He gave you a name, Veril Stitsk, that I don't believe you ended up using. But you were sniffing around, in essence. You finally had a run-in with the Mafia directly when you were exchanging the money that you had scrounged up on Ynaelor's behalf to get his brother released from the, let's say, custody of the mob here. And it was a, I wouldn't say successful negotiation, but a successful encounter. It did devolve into a fight, but it was a fight that you won with very little ultimate damage to you guys. Nothing that stuck. You did accidentally kill someone, though. Specifically, Rylerin did. So that was a bummer. But this guy shows up, this human guy says, "Come with me. You need to run from the Mafia, because you're kind of in bad position here." And you guys think he seems trustworthy. You know, you rolled an insight. He seemed chill, so you went with him. Yeah, and you met Dudley, wizard fellow, and Lilith, a elf that is, let's say, unique. She's very flirty. She's very flirty.
As fuck.
And
Big
Sure.
fat crush on
ass.
Aelor.
I wouldn't say big fat crush.
She has a fat ass.
Nuh-uh.
Guys, we're forgetting about the most important part.
Of her character, writing wise.
Your big boobs. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Dudley and Brim, the two you had met, explained that there is a archive of information that the military left behind a long time ago that is on the Svehelen estate grounds that they don't know about, probably, maybe. So you go, probably, maybe, hopefully they don't know about it, and it turns out they don't, so you should be safe. And then it turns out that Brim was an Oni. So he fought you. You killed him. He killed Dudley. You revived Dudley. Um, he's a little bit blind now. He's mostly blind. Because the resurrection wasn't exactly perfect. You didn't have the materials for the resurrection, so you ended up losing a very cheap set of plate armor that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Unlucky. But Dudley's alive, and that's what's more important. It also allowed you to get this object that's a sort of book of holding. It has all the information that was in that underground archive, all of it that you can just carry around now. So that's really nice. That's convenient. On your way out, though, you got caught by this Helen, who you explained you are not followers of Raisman. So it turns out they were attacking you because they believed that you were followers of Raisman. Yeah, so that's awkward because the people you killed weren't actually bad people. They were trying to do much the same thing that you were doing. Well, the one person you killed and then the other people you fought. So that's a bummer. But you met someone who gave you a couple of nice discounts. He is also a mob boss. But he gave you some pretty nice spell materials at pretty significant discounts with all the money you found, so that was pretty exciting. You also found out that they are studying the Creed, the tool of Raisman, the god of hatred, who's very significant, of course, to Ryland's backstory. This Creed comes in 3 different forms, to remind you. Rot is the quote-unquote physical form. It will break apart anything it touches. If you've seen My Hero, it's kind of like Shigaraki's Decay, but magic and godly. It's very dangerous. Then there is Dread. Dread is the liquid form. If you put a drop in a body of water, it, as far as you've seen, spreads through the entire body of water. It multiplies viciously. It's really dangerous in that sense. Because living beings are comprised largely of water, it's super duper dangerous for even a drop of it to touch your bare skin. You haven't seen what happens yet, and frankly, you'd prefer not to, I imagine. And then lastly, there is miasma. You had a run-in with an explosive device that left miasma around it, in what seemed to be a wild terrorist attack of sorts. So, you know that miasma can be treated with good vibes, so to speak. If you think happy memories and, you know, things that you like are around you and things like that, it either slows the effects of it or neutralizes the effects of it, which is nice. You've also learned that this is sort of true of all forms of Creed, although it's less effective the more solid the form of it is. So it's least effective on Rot, it's most effective on miasma, and it's okay against Dread. You also know that you had these pills that you gave to a shop owner and alchemist named Lidley. She was going to study them. You know that they allow you to gain contact with your god, which is a pretty useful trick to have, especially for someone like Ryloran, who clearly has a very close relationship with his god, being as he's been able to bend the rules of magic a few times thanks to Renman, his current deity. So that's pretty nice. You also met Noelle again. You know that Noelle doesn't so much like this Helen, and this Helen probably don't like her that much, but they're working together because Bournemouth is in trouble in the sense that it seems to be one of Raisman's many targets. You also know that a follower of Raisman was killed here not long ago, and that his body is still here. To be more specific, he took his own life in order to avoid being interrogated. You, of course, cast Speak with Dead and interrogated him anyway. Nice try, buddy. This guy was a man by the name of Mergo Glatsk. He was a human acolyte of Raisman. And with that Speak with Dead, it was a little less than totally effective. Him having hurt himself with rot, caused him to... You can't be resurrected if you're killed by Creed. And Speak with Dead is kind of like a very temporary lesser resurrection, so it didn't totally work. But it worked well enough. So you were able to ask your questions, albeit the answers were vague in some cases. You asked why he brought Creed to Bournemouth. He said chaos, discomfort, fear. He said, why bring chaos to Bournemouth? Same as anywhere. Fear breeds hate. Hate makes Raisman stronger. And he said that Raisman needed that strength for some reason. You also asked about the initiation given to Raisman's followers. You have to be invited. You'll be given tasks to do. If you do them well, Raisman will favor you, and you should definitely do well. As far as what cities were being targeted, he said any of them, all of them, but not Highhold, which is the capital of Nisakoko, the continent we're on. And you asked about the cure to dread. He said time, dark, joy. You know that dread has some link to sunlight in one way or another, and you're pretty sure that's why you had found those wooden vials earlier on with those complex engravings that seem to have liquid sunlight in them. So, good thing Allure didn't drink that, because... Afterward, the corpse became a zombie. Well, that wasn't too hard. Zombies are pretty easy. But out from the zombie poured miasma, one of the forms of Creed, which formed into a wraith. Wraiths are normally not fond of the sunlight. This one seemed pretty happy with it. So it fought the party, drained some of Gunark's life energy, damaged some other people, but eventually was torn apart by the party's efforts. And yeah, now you are prepared to embark back toward the shore, and that is where we left off. Yippee!
Yippee.
So, as the waves crash and the thick scent of salt, the stench in the air being above the ocean, above the salt water, some of you probably like it more than others. But yeah, everyone's kind of recovering from everything that just happened. It was a pretty intense fight, honestly. That thing was fucking weird.
True.
And all that lies with you is a now battered corpse. It already looked pretty rough before because of the rot, but it's oof.
I got an 8 on klepto.
Brother. Oh no, y'all.
What are you gonna steal from here?
Yeah, he's like glancing at the corpse like,
Oh, your
anything
roll didn't-
valuable?
Your roll didn't go into the roll 20. You guys open your fucking roll 20s.
Above
Fucks.
the ocean.
I remembered to favorite it. Don't
Okay.
worry. Hold on, I'm just gonna send a test roll. Just to see if what goes into it.
Aside eyeing the corpse.
There you
Like,
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm none of
That's how
it fell into
looks
the water,
corpse up
right?
and down. It's very clear it doesn't have anything valuable in it. If it did, it was already taken from it by the Svihelin.
And just to double check, nothing got into the water, right?
So there was an arm from the zombie that went flying into the water, but you look in that
I
direction,
thought I
nothing
caught
seems strange about the water right now.
Okay. I remember catching a head. I don't remember the arm going.
You caught the head, that stayed on the boat. The arm
Oh god.
went flying out this way and landed somewhere over here. But you, from what you understand, Creed doesn't tend to change which form it's in. So if you put miasma in like a bottle and then like had that exposed to a physical surface for a long time, it wouldn't start to turn into rot. Or like if you evaporate the water from dread, it doesn't just turn into miasma.
Just making sure. I'll kind of like look everybody. I'm pretty sure I healed Gunark last time, right?
I believe so. I think so.
Is your health up?
My health is better.
Okay. Yeah.
It's up in comparison to what it was at.
You know.
It was.
We up?
Yeah, he got pretty close to.
It was stressful.
I mean, that's second opinion, but
Gulp.
you know.
Yup. Yeah. Rylan probably like checked over Gunark and be like, Alright, you just need some sleep. You'll be alright.
Nah, I can keep going.
Let's not do that.
Uh,
And I'll look over the two
I forgot it.
witnesses. Can we head back now?
Please. Kind of like sighs, you know, he's like, "Oof,
Get me out.
couldn't agree.
My
more."
cat is yelling. It's always trouble. Hi, Bubba.
Very troublesome.
Truly. Mr. Yapperton.
Yapperton is crazy. So yeah, you reapproach the shore. There's like a railing thing. That's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
So Bennett is up on the railing, like kind of just chilling, and Andelier's like hand resting or head resting on their hand, which is like leaning on the actual thing itself, just like looking at Bennett. And then they kind of glance and they're like, "Back already."
Hi, for my baby.
I'm almost disappointed. Anything interesting? He says that not to you, but to the witnesses that were sent with you.
Yeah, I'll let them yap. I'll let them do the explaining for me.
Yeah. Two looks at one who was he's the one who knows Abyssal, so, you know, he's sort of the one who was going to be the most helpful. And one just kind of like climbs up. There's like a rope cast down that you can climb up.
Yeah.
It's like a rope ladder. And one just steps on and is like, "Clear your schedule." And Andalier goes, "That bad, huh?" Lilith, you go up to Bennett. He kind of he runs over to you. He's like he goes over to the edge. You know he's not going to jump, but like as you're climbing up, he's at the edge, like sniffing at you.
Oh, my baby. You were good, right? You
He
didn't
was
cause any
very well
trouble?
behaved.
Good. Good. Good job, baby. She's just like rubbing his face, like, "Oh, good job. Just a little kiss on the head.
Back to work, I fear. And Andalier just kind of, you know, making a big dramatic, like, "Oh, I guess I'll go." Like,
Me as fuck.
slowly walking and goes back with the other two to debrief or whatever.
Yeah.
So, what now?
We're gonna do for the rest of this corpse. Burn it.
I think.
No, they take it.
I don't think it's ours to deal with.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't imagine. Oof.
I guess
They
we
make
could-
some grimaces at just like the condition it's in, you know, like, "Ugh, what the fuck?"
I guess we're gonna go brief about it. I'm not sure.
We can follow them. I don't know.
You guys, they're gonna ask them because they were there for everything, so
Oh yeah,
there's nothing they really need to ask you about.
that's fair.
Should we maybe check on Allure and Palfy?
Oh yeah. Let's get to them. I hope nothing happened to them.
Sure, they're
Right.
fine.
Oh, and we can also. My dad's calling.
No fucking way.
Fucking
lose it, dude. You threw it
back. God, that's hilarious. Hold on. So funny.
I know.
Alright, well.
How long
You-
did this whole thing take, by the way? Like 30 minutes, an hour, or less than?
Probably like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Because it took a little while to get out there. The actual fight and encounter and all that itself didn't take very long, but you had to get a certain amount away from shore and then all the way back, so it was kind of...
Okay.
Let's see.
So we're just gonna go back?
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Unless you have anything else in mind.
No. I like that
I
Arson
guess.
did not mute.
Yeah.
Brother.
Oh my god.
I mean, at least we can't like actually hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah, that would be pretty awkward. We get to hear the whole conversation.
I mean, I could server mute him, but that wouldn't help with stream. So
That's
It's whatever.
true.
Are they are they audible on stream too?
you can hear them, but not really what they're saying. I don't
Yeah.
think.
You can just hear like talking.
So, there will actually, I guess it's just some random person because Andalier has other stuff to do, but someone is gonna walk up and be like, "You should stop by the Svehalen Arena tomorrow as well, just to see if there are any updates on the Creed and all of that."
Okay.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, you're free to go. No one's gonna stop you.
I mean, she's just gonna probably go back to the house.
All right.
He's gonna get up on Gnark. Alright, buddy, let's get to the the place, I guess.
The place.
The place.
Go.
I don't know what to
one.
call it.
A house. A house.
house.
Pascal.
Oh, I never.
What is this house you speak of?
So this is what a house is?
This is my first time hearing it.
I've never lived in
Oh,
a
God.
house.
What an odd term.
Lilith wants to check in on Dudley. See how he's doing. Bring her in.
He's asleep.
Oh.
And for that matter, so is Allure.
Okay, well she'll let Bennett cuddle up with Dudley. She wants to check in on these two. Hello? Or maybe she's gonna whisper it. Hello?
Palfy is probably awake right now.
Oh. Hello. You're awake. Good morning. Ish. Were you feeling
And
sick?
feeling better than I was beforehand.
Oh, that's good.
I apologize for leaving so abruptly, but
No, that's fine. I mean, your friends were worried, so. Well, it's good that you're all right now.
did everything go well then? No extra harm? No one's dead yet?
Well, about that, I'd say probably go talk to them about it. I don't know if it's my place to relay the information that went down. We're fine. No one died, but more so, I'll let them share their story. Mainly Gunnar, just I'd say talk to the big guy about it.
Okay, that's not concerning at all.
He's not dead.
I believe you, I believe you. Is everyone else here then?
Yeah, let me just move Ryler inside. Yeah.
Or he stays outside.
Just leave outside.
He had a call.
Oh yeah, he's calling someone.
Get the call from
I
Dad.
don't see why he can't
What?
just cast something in here, but I don't know.
Maybe it's a
I don't know.
personal subject.
Something. I don't know. But yeah. They're just in the living room area. And she leaves to sit here.
I was gonna like just sit in the room for a bit, then slowly like get up and just go to the living room. Good morning. I gotta say it's not morning.
I mean,
Hey.
it's like 10 a.m. or something.
Ellie.
No, are you alright?
It's dusk.
Nothing- It's
Oh
what?
my god.
What?
No.
What? Now I know that sounds bad.
Wait, what?
Hi.
You're
What
telling me
sounds
these
bad?
days have dusk in them?
I was
Sorry?
doing
Yeah,
the.
Buffy, it's dusk.
I said it was dusk again, and
Oh.
I did the. What? Now I know that sounds bad.
Fair enough. My god.
How are you feeling?
Feeling better. Yeah, is Gunnar okay? Lilith asked if y'all are okay. She said talk to the big man. So
Oh
Are
yeah,
you?
I'm fine. Yep. Don't worry about me.
is that fine? Like
Don't downplay what happened.
What even happened? You look a little weaker. Are you
Just
okay?
I'm fine. I'm tough. Don't worry.
The
Don't
wraith
worry about
took
it.
a little bit of his life essence.
Mm.
It should be restored after a good night's sleep. It's just how wraiths are. He'll be fine though.
Oh yeah, we've had a wraith. Wraith?
No big deal.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We,
After
corpse thing.
after we finished the spell, it kind of came to life, and then after we beat the corpse to a pulp, a wraith came out. So that's a fun new side effect.
I wonder if that's like. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone just becoming an undead through that. Do you think that's like the whole point of why they're making this breed or whatever? Is to make like an undead army or some shit?
I guess it would have its benefits. But why would they need an army for what reason? I guess.
I mean, it's a
No.
reason, who knows?
I don't know if it's a. I'm assuming it's meant more of a defense mechanism, if anything. I don't know if Randman's the sort to do undead army.
I mean, you're undead.
I'm I don't know if I don't
Seems
know
to be
why
a
that's a,
theme here.
well, I'm not I'm undead, but I'm also not under his control, so it's I don't know if I'm a suitable example.
Either way, there seems to be a running theme here about undead things. I mean, even that guy that we fought back in, I forgot the fucking city name. Hold on. Even though it's
Alacree?
Dolores?
Alacree, I
Okay.
keep fucking. I live there. I don't know why I don't know
That's
the
so
name.
funny.
Dog.
Guys, I don't think this is Nyx. No.
It's actually Pascal.
Ross.
Real Pascal.
It's actually Pascal, the actual
Oh
Pascal.
my god.
Yeah, that guy. Wasn't he kind of like corpse or something? I don't know.
That one was Raisman himself coming to possess him.
After he died.
Thanks God.
Okay, so after he died,
child.
he
Where'd the
took
voice
over.
come
Raymond? Hey.
Renman
Yeah, there
doesn't
seems to-
have a voice. This is Reyesman!
No!
Hello, Rylerin.
No, please.
That is
Does
gonna haunt your
Raisman sound like
dreams.
Frost? Yeah, but there seems to be like a running theme here with dead things coming to life. I don't know. I'm just theorizing.
We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, they said that I don't know if you heard, but they said that we should probably meet up at the arena tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, that's it? Just meet up with us there. All right.
Alright, good talk, guys.
All right.
I don't remember. Did we ever got those bathing suits? Because I remember a long time ago, Nyx ordered some.
I think so.
That's insane.
We were
I
gonna have a
don't
little
remember.
beach episode and then shit got
It's
serious.
good
Well, we
to the
did have a beach
beach.
episode, but technically didn't go well.
That was an ocean episode.
True.
We're pretty far
No,
from the
no, the
beach.
fight on the beach. No, the fight on the beach.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a beach episode.
Someone died.
Pretty
Someone
impactful.
died.
Amazing.
Pretty
beach
impactful
episode.
beach episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
But Lilith wasn't there,
Fuck is fan
guys.
service.
Exactly. We need to do another one.
We have to do another one.
Another murder on the
know.
beach?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it dies.
Woohoo!
Dies on the beach. So, Lilith's coming with us, right?
I think
For
that's.
what?
How am I gonna deal with the? Because I don't know if I.
I think at this point you should just tell her.
I mean, Lilith's chill.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but there's
No,
no.
You don't want
don't-
to
She's
what?
in
You have,
the
like,
room
something-
right now, by the way.
You have
I
something
am
against
right
me?
here, guys.
It's just
Like,
like,
Lilith,
one
you're
more
hearing all this.
person.
Lilith,
About
can you give
what?
us a
Oh,
a
boy.
moment to discuss something? It's rather personal.
I don't think. Listen, if she's traveling with us, she's gonna find out sooner or later. There's no point in hiding it.
But that's
Okay,
like
you-
another person. And at that point, I might as well just go outside and tell the entire world about
Oh
it.
my, it's too. We can move out into a different room without Dudley. Sorry, Dudley.
Dudley's asleep.
He's sleeping.
You could also
mean,
just
there's-
whisper it to her. You don't gotta say
Yes,
it
there's
out
plenty
loud.
of-
Or, yeah, exactly. We could go into another room and discuss this. Or I don't have to, like,
Pascal, if you don't tell her, I might.
Ooh.
Um,
The threat.
No, it's a promise.
oh no.
period.
No, look, I don't want it to be as a threat, but if we're gonna be working together as a group, we already had this discussion with the rest of the party. She's part of the party.
I'm with Ralloran on this.
I mean, it hurt when you kept it from me, so I think it's just better.
Are you really gonna hurt Ganark's feelings again?
I'm not gonna hurt Gnark's feelings. Gnark already knows.
Yeah.
But Ganark's
But
also
you
really
want
bad at keeping
Lilith's
secrets.
feelings?
Next,
Or her
Why would I
feelings?
care about Lilith?
Pascal,
Excuse me.
look,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
even know you.
Lilith, I'm sorry. Pascal, Ganark's already almost slipped up a couple times. It's not gonna last much longer. She has suspicions.
Gnark.
She's still right there, by the way.
She is literally staring at you all, just like, I can't wait for someone to tell me. I would love to
Okay,
know.
fine. I can tell you in the other room.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Do you want someone else to be with you?
With
in
the
case
sleeping
something
man
happens?
or with the
No,
couch?
no, that's why I said other room.
This
Well,
room
there
right
are
here.
2 other rooms.
I
Whatever.
think the
I'm
empty one.
Any other room.
I'm just gonna leave.
Laura already knows.
She gets up and walks into the other room, and she's like, she sits down on the couch. She's
Pa-
like, she crosses her legs. She's like, all right, what is it, Pascal?
Pavi, can you make sure that he tells her?
Okay.
Well, why are you here?
Hi, Palfi. Probably as a
So,
mediator.
Well, yeah. What if Lilith loses her shit against you?
Yeah, what if I decide to punch you in the face because you're such an asshole?
I'm not an
Oh,
asshole.
no.
It's like Cheryl
Oh.
walks in the room. I think,
Doesn't even try to sneak in. If you...
yeah, I was gonna say, I think
Sure.
Ryder meant like listen through the door, But this is absolutely what Palfy would do. So
No, she's just gonna walk in and be like, all right, just no fighting, just come
she's
clean
like,
and
okay. Just open the door. Ryland's like, no, what?
Well, Riley meant
God.
he wanted this, so it's working out.
I thought he meant like listen through the door.
No.
And she's just like, she was like, okay.
Okay, I'll go.
Rylan doesn't trust Nyx not to.
No.
Nobody
I
trusts
mean,
Nick.
Nyx isn't the most trustworthy, if I'm gonna be honest.
I know
Now go on.
live in deception.
I mean, why else would he want to walk into the other room?
because Dudley's there.
He's asleep.
Alright.
If
Go
Poppy
on,
wasn't there,
Pascal.
Nyx would sit down. I'm an alcoholic. Completely wrong
I'm
secret.
From this map, me
And he
too.
wouldn't even have to roll deception. I'm a kleptomaniac.
I'm a kleptomaniac and I'm weird.
I will steal your shit.
This is a threat.
Speaking of, I actually unrelated. What is the most valuable? Okay.
What?
Crazy.
What's the most valuable thing you have on you?
Just curious. So, don't freak out.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone. I'll stab you.
Who would I tell? Realistically. Be
Anyone
for
that-
real.
Dudley? I don't know. Anyone else? If you're traveling with us, you're gonna be talking to other people.
Yeah. But why would I? You know what? Never mind. Just tell me.
He's like, he kind of looks over at Palpy. He's like, well,
Uh-huh.
so, you know what changelings are?
No. Do I?
Yeah, you're familiar with what a changeling is. They're rare.
Okay.
Most people would probably consider them to be dangerous. There's a stereotype around them that they're super untrustworthy, that they're all like thieves and murderers. Some people even consider them like aberrations, like monsters, but they're really just another race of people.
Okay. She's like, yeah, I've heard of them, not met them. I have a feeling I know where this is going.
I know a changeling.
I have a changeling friend. And...
Hmm.
Yeah, so Laura's a changeling. No.
That'd be so funny.
Tell her
fucking Lil's like, oh, so you say that he can change any part of his body?
Stop.
Stop.
she
Stop.
would.
Get out. Get out.
So you can kind of guess where this is going.
I'm not stupid. Of course I can.
Yeah,
But I'd
so
like to
that's-
hear you say it.
You want to hear me? Okay.
Of course I would. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm a changeling.
I'm gay.
I'm actually
you for
gay.
coming out.
we know the closet is glass, Pascal.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, and I guess it is pretty difficult to tell people you don't really know about your true identity, so thank you for trusting me. I guess, well, Rylerin kind of forced you to do it, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Well, I guess since you are traveling with us, you might as well know. Just don't
I
tell
mean,
anyone.
yeah, it would have come up somehow.
Better it came up now than in another dire situation.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Pascal is not your real name, and you don't really look like
What are you doing, you little
pretty boy.
Pretty boy. It's supposed to be. I mean, thanks.
My true form is perfectly pretty.
I think I'm pretty in all forms.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
What? What is that supposed to mean? Look. Do you know anything about Alucrease at all?
Do I?
I mean, yes, definitely. You even passed through there briefly on the train at one point. Although I don't think you got off. Alacrease is the city of thieves. So after a major collapse in the local government and military presence, um, a bunch of riots broke out. It was super violent for a while, and then a like crime syndicate sort of came into power.
Mhm.
Called the Raven Syndicate. You probably even know that from just things you'd hear, right? Um, the Raven Syndicate basically still rule the place. The military has no influence there. It is Alacrease, also known as the City of Thieves.
Okay.
Also sometimes called Aluris. We're gonna make that canon because we've called it Aluris a few times instead of Alacrease. But you should probably just call it Alacrease.
Okay, she's like, yeah, I've passed through the city on the train. I didn't stop there, but I know of it.
From there. If you've ever heard of the Raven Syndicate, that's where I'm from. So, could kind of
Hmm.
tell why I'm in this disguise. There's a bunch of Raven Syndicate that's in Bournemouth, and
Oh,
I don't really want to be shown. But
fair
that's
enough.
the context of what's going on here.
Okay. You have my word, I won't tell a soul. I mean, I guess Bennett will know, but he's
I
not
mean,
gonna
Bennett's
tell a
part,
soul.
And it's a blabbermouth.
As long as
Bennett's,
Bennett doesn't say
Bennett's part of the
anything.
party, so best he knows as well. Matter of fact, we should have brought Bennett in here.
Bring the dog in.
I'll
Okay,
just tell
Bennett.
Bennett later. Also, he's not. Well, I think he'll know.
Dog.
Hopefully.
I guess they could figure it out themselves.
I mean, yeah,
I think Bennett's smart to probably figure it out.
he's a
Ganar
smart
can
boy.
figure it out. I bet that can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ganok's as smart as a dog, guys. He's so smart.
Oh.
Only like a one brain cell more.
Maybe a bit smarter than a dog, hopefully.
No, Ganok's our dog. Down, boy.
Mm.
Oh.
You got any questions?
Not at the moment. I will definitely let you know if I do. But right now, no.
Okay.
Okay. Good talk. And she stands up and leaves.
No,
Nice job, Nick. Gee.
thanks.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I kind of like Lilith. I look at Lilith. Did he tell you?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And his name?
Unless there was something else, then. I know.
This is kind of just a fair
Wait,
warning.
did he say his real name? Or did he
No.
just say that?
I'm gonna be calling him Nyx now. Like I was like, I think the only thing else that you need to know about Nyx is that he does have sticky fingers, so you do need to keep an eye on him.
But you never mentioned that your name was Nyx.
Nyx,
What?
why
Oh,
would you
God.
not tell her?
My name is Pascal.
No, wait. Oh. This
You
form
little
is
piece of
Pas.
shit.
This form is Pascal. He has different names for different forms.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it's fine. I just anyway, sticky fingers. Please keep an eye on him. I can't always keep an eye on everybody.
I think the most expensive thing I own is my underwear, so
That's
inflation
not
is
what.
a bitch.
That's not what I was asking. I was
to know?
Oh.
Like Ron was like, blushing a little, like, I may keep an eye on him so he doesn't steal from other people.
What
Oh.
brand is it?
I am not telling you,
Underwear?
actually. I
Yeah,
worked
Nyx.
very hard to make sure I got the nicest and most supportive and comfortable brand, actually.
Why do you need a
Or for a different
supportive
house, no.
underwear?
So, so that my girls don't bounce while I go fight? Excuse me. I need to make sure there is full support.
Round is like,
It's not a bra. I mean, I'm a dude, so I don't really understand how lingerie works.
lingerie supportive? I don't think it is.
No.
But I am just imagining, because when like her underwear, like my immediate thought was like just her panties. So the idea of supportive panties for just like lift up the make
Have
sure
to
like the
make
girls
sure
don't
the
bounce,
is
you know.
supported.
But can you imagine just seeing somebody like fighting and moving, and their just ass is like rock solid, it is not moving at all. Like there's zero jiggle.
Allure.
Fucking concave looking ass.
Okay.
Wait, no. You're telling me he has a flat ass?
I had canon that Aelor has no. He's a white man with too many privileges. He does not get a nice ass privilege.
Period.
Period.
For real.
Slay.
And
Oh
he
my
can't defend
God.
himself from the slander because he's not here.
Exactly. That is his own damn
No.
fault. Oh my god. We need to find a different day so we can get Jacob back. I miss him.
We can certainly try.
Real.
But when we looked at everyone's schedules, because we sent a win to meet,
Mm-hmm.
guess what the
And-
only time slot that
The
had
day?
any clarity was?
In the evening.
Yeah.
Oh my
Damn. Well, Jacob's out, I guess.
Well,
Jacob's out.
Not
GG's
even
out.
everyone filled it out.
Fuckers.
Only 4 people did.
Shouldn't we do another one so we can, because now that.
Yeah, we can. Later.
Either way, this will be a later conversation. We have limited time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what would you like to do?
It'd be probably still too early for Lily to do the Z bottle pills, right?
I mean, you could go check.
Sure.
I'll roll to see how quickly she was able to work that one out.
After making Nick's reveals, you go, all right, I'm off to the store to get milk.
What do we
Back,
need milk
okay.
for?
Okay. I'm off to check if the Z pills are ready. Goodbye.
Wait, what did
We-
y'all do with the Z pills again?
They gave them to Lidley, the owner of a potion shop called the Elixirium, to try to figure. She was gonna try to figure out what was in it and figure out if it was possible to recreate them.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you can go through the doors.
Hello?
Ah! She seems like startled. She kind of like, you hear like a thunk, and she's just like, "Oh,
Shit, are you alright?
yeah, you startled me."
Why don't you have a bell on your door?
I do. That's what startled me.
I'm sorry?
Whatever. She kind of like waves her hand dismissal. Like she squints at you for a second. She's like, "For what?" You know. And then she just kind of like waves her hand like, "Whatever." And she's like, "I was just working on the thing, the pills things."
How's it going? Also, what did she drop? Like, what was the thud?
It was like a
It was the
not
pill.
like a
It's gone.
spoon, but also not a ladle. A scoopy.
Scooper. Alright. Ice cream scooper. Get it.
A scoop device. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, I was just working on the pill. There is no way you were getting this one back. I need to take it apart. So
That's fine.
I want to kill myself.
Why?
What happened?
Sneezed.
Bless you?
Oh my god. You're so dramatic. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn on the fucking magic store music. Hold on.
Well,
Very important.
everyone freeze!
Freeze! Put your hands up!
Oh shit. I'm not going back to jail again.
Get on my back, we're running.
I'm not going back to the
Let's go.
Northern Wastes.
Let's go get Ark.
I'm sorry, you were in the Northern Wastes? What in the lore?
Well, that's where prisons are, so.
True. Alright, the vibes are in.
Alright.
It's your big turn.
So I had to take it apart in order to look at it, but it seems like this herb is nothing super rare. Well, it's a mixture for sleeping. It's nothing terribly hard to find, but this metal is weird.
I'm
There's
sorry, metal?
very fine, small amount of metal, like a powder in here. I think it's some sort of magic conductor, but it's not like most I've seen. And
Uh-huh.
it's really hard to figure out what it is when it's in such a small quantity. I'm trying to separate it now, but it's mixed up in there real fine, so it's not like there's pieces I can take out.
Yeah, I was like, can I use mending? No. Make it into an ingot again.
Only if you had all the pieces.
Damn it. Is there a magnet spell? Cast locate object on the specks of metal, please.
I want you to know, you said, is there a magnet spell?
Yeah.
I don't know, but there are magnets. What do you... Senshi would hate you. You're taking the easy way out. Is there a spell for this?
Crazy.
Nah, dog. Just do it.
Have you checked if they're magnetic?
I tried, but I don't think so. At least not in the amounts they're in.
Would locate object work on the fuck?
I mean, it would tell you that it's there.
Oh man, okay. I don't think I got anything that could help, unfortunately.
I think I can figure this out with time. It's bound to be heavier or lighter than the powder around it, so I could probably separate it like that. Maybe sift through it.
Yeah.
There's a number of things I could try.
Like nodding along, like,
You don't have to be so quick to go to a spell.
That's fair, I just, you know. They're helpful.
That's true, they are.
She's kind of like nodding, like, yeah, true.
Nodding along, like, yeah. Hey. I guess I should just leave you to it, then?
Yeah, this is going a lot slower than I thought it would, so...
That's fair enough. Appreciate your work on it. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Free all day.
Alright.
Alright. Gonna walk out. Back I go. Yeah, she hadn't figured it out yet. Apparently there's a metal in those pills, though. Which is interesting.
Metal?
Yeah, some real fine shavings of sorts.
Kind of metal.
We don't know yet. She's trying to sift through it to figure out what's going on. She's assuming that's what the magic conductor is, though. What? Wait, what'd he say?
Oh, I just said I see.
So, we got a free day.
do you think there's any areas here that would like some owlbear parts?
I'm sorry, do you have, like... I really hope that it ain't the meat.
You don't need
Please
rough
tell me
music.
that it ain't...
Music! Just the. Do you know anywhere around here that has owlbear parts? Music cuts. I'm sorry, what?
Hey, wait! Don't piss on my floor, you piece of.
Oh no.
Even Safi found that shit.
Oh no.
Well then.
Okay, well,
Well, he dreams about owlbear parts. What are you gonna do? You got a free day to explore or do or whatever you want. And
Is there any place with owlbear parts?
Yeah, like Ryland's like looking at it like, I really hope, please tell me that it ain't just rotten meat in your bag.
You want to take a look?
No. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's see what's in that bag. Let me see what you've stolen, kid.
Actually, I don't think I want you to look at my bag.
You offered.
But I can take it out. Hold on.
No, I don't want you to take it if it's if it's raw meat. I swear to Randman, Nix, if it is raw meat, if you've been carrying around raw meat that time, ooh.
I think I got the rotten meat. I don't know, because in my inventory it just says owlbear parts. It doesn't specify what kind of
actually,
meat.
it says owlbear parts and then also owlbear bones.
oh, that's what I pulled out.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lilith.
Actually, that was not the.
Those are the
That
mimic bones?
might have been the bones you pulled out.
Might have. There's two bones
Hold
in
on,
there.
because I have mimic bones, I have owlbear bones.
You have what?
Saying all of this in character.
I have some skin.
From what?
Rather, he's just like leaning over, like face in hands, like, oh god.
Ew.
Hey, we wanted to sell these owlbear parts, so I got the owlbear parts. We just haven't gone around and selling them.
Ew. Ugh.
Charming.
Mm.
I have some teeth in here too. When did I get teeth?
I don't know.
It's like, what?
You should do a better job of demarcating what you
I
have and
regular
why.
bones. Wait, why do I just have bones? It doesn't even specify what type
Wasn't
of
it a bit that you just like collect bones?
I think it was people bones actually.
Oh, I have some people bones.
You have. Huh?
I don't know what's worse, the fact that you have this or that you're exclaiming it excitingly.
Oh, they're bad.
It's...
Both are
You
bad.
never know when you need bones.
Why in the world
Why
would you
would
need
we need
bones? Give me an example of when you would need bones.
Senate
I don't
walks
know,
over.
But you know. Oh, hey, Bennett, you want some bones?
Don't
Bennett,
do
no.
not give him a bone.
Bennett, honey, come back. I can get you something that is not from his bag.
Do you
Okay,
want a
you
femur?
might-
I have a femur.
Nix, put it.
That's
Nix, put it away. Put it away right now.
Bennett is following Nix's like hand with his eyes, but he was told to come back and sit, so he does. But he's looking. He seems interested. He's just, well trained.
How old are those?
I
Which
have no
ones?
clue. It depends on which one you're asking. The owlbear bones, the skin, the owlbear parts. The mimic bones have been there for like a while.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, okay, then what is...
No.
Thank you. Which one is the most recent?
I think it's the
Probably the owlbear.
Skin.
I would think.
I think it's the skin.
Oh
No,
Where'd you
out,
get
out of the
skin?
bones.
It's like, how do you pronounce the name?
Odio.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, right,
You're
the
not
tough
giving that to
hide.
Bennett. No.
I'm not gonna give it to Bennett.
No, a bone. The most recent one.
Oh, that'd be the owlbear.
Okay. How long ago was that?
How long ago did we even do the owlbear quest?
Probably like a
It's
month
been like
ago,
a
I
no,
wanna
no, no, no,
say.
no. It's been like a week in game at most.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the last city that we were in. So I think
Like
about a
a
week.
Like a week old?
No, okay. You can give it to Bennett. Go on, honey.
I'll take out an owlbear bone and give it to Bennett.
He takes it.
He probably like
Sits
chew on
down
that
and he
shit.
chews on it.
Wait, bones
Not
are
like that.
edible?
It does not sound like that.
No, don't eat bones, Gnark.
Oh, okay.
So it's like,
Uh,
What the fuck? I want a bow.
Oh my god.
huh.
Is there anything that we could do in the city? Hey, Rosie, where's those NPCs you want us to meet?
I want you to look at the building directly to the left of the one you're in.
Monument to Fiamma. That sounds important, guys. Is it a church?
Who's Flamma?
It's a temple.
That's an I. No, that's not an L. Lilith.
Oh, Fiamma.
Okay, that does
Sorry,
look
it's
like an
so-
L.
It
Stop.
looks like an
stop.
L, okay? Like, the text is so small.
Okay, well, her agreeing with you is not good news because I'm pretty sure she's dyslexic. so-
Yeah, no.
I'm dyslexic too, guys.
Oh, buddy.
Yee.
Anyways,
Aw.
do I know anything
That's
about
sort of what I
Fiamma?
mean.
Do I know
I'm
anything
so
about
sorry we have
Fiamma?
to share the same brain cell.
Oh god.
Oh.
Do I know anything about Fiamma?
You can roll a religion check, but on a basic level, she is goddess of flame. You would know.
Light?
Flame.
Flame. I don't know how the fuck I heard light.
Like fire.
No shit!
Okay, I'm sorry.
7!
What was that noise? Oh, that was a. Okay.
Girl.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just. 7. I don't know shit about her.
She's a god of flame, and you know she's one of the elder gods. Like, there are a few gods that they're sort of known to be the original gods.
Mhm.
What happens is, do you know this? I'll give this to you. Not off of your roll, certainly, but just off of.
Cleric.
I
moment.
feel like you would have learned this at some point.
Okay.
What happens with gods is gods can be killed, mostly by other gods.
Oh.
But when they are reincarnated.
Oh.
So they gain a new sense of self, a new ego, a new personality. So you can never get rid of a god unless you get rid of what it represents. For example, if you were to remove all hatred from the world, Reyesman would cease to exist.
Sick.
But you could also kill Reyesman. There would just be a new god of hatred, who would probably still suck.
Because it's a god of hatred.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna
Kind
say.
of comes with the job. It's you know.
Period. Ow.
But there are a few gods who are called the elder gods who never have died. Fiamma has existed as long as this world has, supposedly.
She old as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Would I have any reason to visit?
Let's see.
Flips through notes menacingly.
Oh, you would also know her title is an elvish phrase, meaning the matriarch of fire. So you know how every god has a title, like the beast of hatred?
Yeah.
So hers is an elvish phrase meaning matriarch of fire. Uh, I don't know if you guys ever heard about anything significant from here.
Clack.
The clock? I mean, low key, we could just go just to go, or like to learn more about the yourself, you know?
Yeah, I'll say just for the sake of simplicity, you probably would have heard at one point.
Mhm.
Sorry. So I'd say for simplicity's sake, you probably would have heard at some point that of course, the Svihelin Arena would run like fights. You know that. You probably would have heard that the generally most skilled fighter there is an individual who's currently staying at this temple and has been for a while.
Or what about the individual? My brain shut off.
They've been staying at the monument to Fiamma, the temple. It's like a monastery, but I am hesitant to use the term monastery because it's kind of.
Yeah, sorry. Who was staying here?
Oh my god. So the Svihelin Arena.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do fight.
They would run fights there to make profits and stuff.
Yes.
Their most skilled fighter, the person who generally tended to win the most money and have very interesting fights and perform very well, is staying there and has been for some
Okay,
time.
okay. Thank you. That was the one brain. My brain like heard everything else except who the fuck it was.
Who this guy is.
Who this dude is.
They also have a library, like a small one, so if
Mhm.
there's any information you guys want for one reason or another, it's not a bad.
I do like information.
Information low key goes hard.
Yeah, kind of sexy. Would it be like? Would it be? They probably wouldn't have information on other gods.
I mean, would it?
I mean,
They might have history. Like if she's been from the if Fiamma's been here from the beginning, she might have like in the text be like stuff that has happened between other gods, right?
it's possible. It's also not necessarily true that every temple and monument to a particular god has all of that information.
Mhm.
So it's possible that some texts regarding Fiamma would have something like that. But this one also might not.
Yeah, but listen, Rosie, I'm trying to give an excuse so we can go there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's good enough for me. Kind of like look at the group and like, well, I don't got much else to do. I might go reading. What are y'all gonna do?
Trying to figure out where to sell these owlbear parts.
I'm going to the beach.
I also have a couple other things I want to sell, but I don't know if there's places here.
And what else do you need to sell?
And I'm not telling you.
Why not?
It's my personal belongings. Why would I tell you?
That you stole?
No.
I insight check this.
Are you lying?
I mean, it's the what's it called? The weapons that we got from
9.
that one when we saved that kid from the kidnapping.
Oh.
Count? Did I
What?
steal those?
Roll deception. You weren't supposed to take anything, and you did.
Oh, I got a
Um,
30.
He knows that you took some stuff, but
Ain't no
30 is
way.
insane.
You got that's wild.
I'm gonna.
hold on, wait.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Are you
Plus
applying?
11?
Hold on. There might be something that
Expertise.
you're-
Wait, hold on. Maybe I should remove my modifier for. Give me a second.
Modifier for what?
Because I have a higher deception if I'm an elf, but I don't remember if.
Oh.
Did he
Well,
change back to Nyx, or is he still like Pascal?
Let me
I
change
thought it was
it.
back to next.
Well,
'cause
no.
of
When
his-
you don't change you don't get the attributes of the race when you are changeling. Or
Yeah,
no,
this-
it's a
oh,
it's a feat.
It's a feat. Okay,
It's
okay,
a
okay.
feat, yeah.
I was like,
So,
excuse me.
230 take away 5.
That would be so.
25.
25.
God,
Oh, really good.
I got an I
It
got a
would
2, bro.
be the insight is at disadvantage.
Oh.
For the person that is scrutinizing you, and then you get you have you're considered proficient in skills regarding specifically Elven history and religion.
So how would it? Hold on, let me double check. Okay.
Yeah, I just read it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it would be 25, which is still like a lot.
Again, I rolled a 2. Like, it doesn't matter what modifier you have. Your
Yeah.
base roll is higher
Well,
than
it's
mine.
good to clear it up for the future.
Absolutely.
Because that feat is definitely going to become relevant again. So
No, that's
Yeah.
totally fair. It's just like, 25 or 30. Like, that's a for me. I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get that nat 1.
It's the fucking. Even though I got that one, it's still you can't crit
well, it
fail
would have
on
been
it.
worse.
But yeah, like Ralaran still doesn't believe you. He can't pick out that you're lying. It's like,
You're actually inclined to believe him.
fair. I like.
You're pretty confident in your skills regarding insight. So the fact that you don't think he's lying, you're actually like, maybe he's not lying about this one.
Wouldn't I know that he's a good deception though? Good at lying.
Yeah, but I think you think you're better at insight.
You could kind of tell when Nyx is lying because you've been with him long enough, so you're like,
Yeah, because you've caught him in lies a number of times.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not seeing any of the tells. Like, I still think, like, knowing, like, the kind of person you are, there's still kind of like, okay, I'm believing you. I think I got you, but I don't know. There's always doubt. But yeah, I kind of like nod. I was like, all right, and the other two?
I also wanted to read up on things at the library.
You wanna come with me then?
Sure.
All right, good arc. You wanna babysit Nyx?
I'm still tired from what happened, so
You wanna take a nap?
I'm taking now. I'm hungry too. I'm gonna find something to eat.
All right.
In here.
Do we
Alright.
trust Nyx on his own?
I don't.
get Lilith to come with him.
Hey, Lilith, you wanna babysit?
And I'm going to the beach.
Worth a shot.
What are you gonna do at the beach?
Swim.
Why?
I mean, it's kind of a dumb question. It's like,
Relax. It's a beautiful beach. It's clean. There's no like trash. The ocean is clear and beautiful. Why would I not go enjoy the scenery I'm at right now?
You seem to be going to the beach a lot.
Because most of the time I am traveling. I never get an opportunity like this all the time. If you went on vacation to somewhere nice and beautiful, would you stay inside all the time? No.
I don't think Nyx has ever been on a vacation, so.
Real. All of us just
Like, I
staring
don't
at
fucking
Lil.
know.
Yeah, no, all of us just staring at her like, what do you mean by vacation? What is this vacation you speak of?
I think
many
Gnark
fancy
is the only
words.
one who has possibly any like direct experience with that, and he probably doesn't even recognize the word.
You mean you don't go places for no other purpose than to relax?
Yes. Do people. I mean, I get that you guys are travelers and all, but at least you should at least take some time to just relax. No?
That sounds boring.
Whatever.
Okay, we'll have fun at the beach.
I will.
Swimming.
What?
What are you jealous? You sound jealous, Nix.
What?
He's probably
Why would I-
jealous.
Why would I go be jealous about swimming?
Nix's incessant jealousy aside.
Wait, what?
So okay, Nix, I'm gonna need you to I don't want to roleplay the whole interaction. It's kind of a waste of time. I don't have an interesting NPC for you to meet at like the butcher or whatever. But that kleptomancy check before.
Oh.
Yup.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
19.
All right. You steal a nice solid like slab of salmon. You remember that Gnark was hungry earlier, so you're like, he'd like this.
Nice.
Nice.
You also, I would say, I mean, owlbear parts. I'll give you like 2 gold for that, I guess. It's
have,
not
like-
most of the stuff you have that it's not like you're selling meat. That's like that would have rot by now. So like there are feathers, but owlbear feathers aren't particularly unique. There's the claws, but again, like you can maybe use them to make basic weapons, but they're worse than most metalware. So it's like there's not a lot of owlbear stuff that's like super valuable. You could sell. I don't think you have like you didn't skin it, properly. So you could use it for leather armor in theory, but you didn't like. You have like little scraps of leather because you can't like you're not trained in butchering, so skinning it whole in any way that's like good enough to make actual armor like bracers or anything is kind of beyond your skill set.
Yeah.
So
Go
most
for
of the
it.
stuff you sell is not terribly valuable, so I'll give you like 2 gold.
Is it 2 gold for everything? Because I have like 10 parts.
I mean, what does 10 parts even mean?
Oh, this is quantity 10.
Yeah, but
So-
you did that.
Did I write that down? Or
I mean, you're the
I
one who
don't
put the
know.
custom item in your sheet, so
this was like a while ago, so I don't even remember. I'll put 2 gold in.
I mean, that's the problem with just owlbear parts. It's like, you got stuff, I guess.
I have just a bunch of stuff. I need to empty out my bag. So, here you go.
It's just like, all right, yeah, I can sell these for something or other. And you do successfully thieve that salmon meat, so you and Gnark are gonna eat good tonight if you figure out how to cook it.
Sashimi! Let's make
Well,
sashimi!
Gennard knows how to roast hunt. I mean,
That's probably
he
true.
knows-
Although
Yeah.
n-
I mean,
you don't
fish
have a
is
lot of
like-
experience with like fish.
Mm.
You have a little. You could probably pull it off. It might be cooked a little unevenly, but I don't think Gnark will mind.
I'm not a chef. He's not a
Let's
chef.
make sashimi!
I know how to set it on fire. I don't know about sashimi.
Sashimi just raw.
Raw salmon. Yeah, so Rylerin and Palfi, are you guys going to the actual library or are you gonna go to the
Well, what I would know that some churches have texts, right?
Yeah, well, especially like monasteries, which is
Yeah.
what this looks to be. The shape of the building, I'll give Rylerin that. You're You're pretty sure this you know that this is a religious building and its architecture isn't like grand like you would see from like a church, you know?
Mhm.
It's pretty humble looking,
I'll
which
kinda-
you see in some churches, but
I'll look over at Puffy and be like, I mean, what are you looking to read in specific?
pretty sure she's AFK.
Shit.
So she
Well,
she does a little dance.
oh gosh, she's doing an interpretive dance. Whatever shall we do? Wow, Puffy, I think we should go to this monastery of Piyama because we already went to the library, so we need a new place to look. Sounds good. All right, let's go. Hello? Why was there a squawk? Why was there a quack?
Whose
There's
duck
a
is
dog
that?
in your path.
Rosie, Rosie.
What's up?
Quack.
I go to the Fiamma place.
Quack.
Wow. Oh. Wow, what a nice door. Question mark?
Yeah, that door is fire.
Ah,
So
there's a fire!
outside-
Fire! There's one!
No pun intended.
Fire.
So
Mm-hmm.
outside there are these big like planter boxes full of poppies, which you assume have some significance to Fiamma. And yeah, I mean it's decorated with symbols of flames and stuff like that. And as you push open the doors, you come into this very large sort of central room.
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of what look to be maybe like not what's the term I'm looking for? There's a term that's like short of monk, you know. They don't look like they're full on monks, but they're like
Oh god.
they're fans of the religion.
Fanboys. Got it.
Sure, and they're generally sat along the ground, kneeling before a statue in prayer. The statue depicts a woman with a dress and hair that weaves into flames, and it actually is like on fire.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful display. It is a bit warmer in here than it was outside, which is interesting because you're at the beach. This is like a moderate climate, you know. It's not chilly out. So it's actually pretty warm in here, but they seem to be fine about that. And there is a half elf man. You can see from like his ears look elven. I mean, I guess you can't really tell if he's an elf or a half elf, but spoiler alert. And he looks to be kind of like overseeing them,
Okay.
so to speak. And he glances in your direction and says, "Welcome. Are you from across the street?" And he says that to Rylerin specifically.
Yeah. Spotted my little amulet.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He's like, oh, you're from across the street. Do you need some sugar? Did they send you to get some
Have you
sugar?
run out of incense?
Fuck. Ryan kind of gives a look, polite nod. Is like, I wasn't here for this. Is dusk? Question mark? Day? Of
It's like
dusk?
midday.
Okay, midday. Good afternoon.
Mid-dusk.
So I hate myself. Good afternoon. I'm not from the city, but I was just wondering if you all had a library of sorts, a hunch of sorts I had. Figured I'd ask. We've been
Oh, yes, through that door. And he points over here.
I'll give a bow of thanks. I appreciate it. Just, good prandia. I'll just scoot over here.
kind of like raises an eyebrow. You can't tell if he's amused or not because he has this very like stern expression at all times. So, and he kind of like raises an eyebrow. You're like, okay, you know.
Round's a little awkward. It's okay.
But you walk over.
Sorry, I'm like,
I'm immediately bullying Gigi.
You walk into this room. There is one individual you can see in here. She is wearing a sort of like yellow cloak. That doesn't go quite all the way down to like her ankles. It kind of stops like just above her knees. And the most striking feature about her, very obviously, is this light brown hair that flows into open flame. It looks like her hair is on fire, although she doesn't seem especially bothered about it. You could probably ascertain this is a genasi.
Sick.
Although, unlike most genasis, or I guess unlike most fire genasis, her skin is not red like you might expect it. You would think she were human if not for the fact that her hair is perpetually ablaze. And she kind of glances at you. She has a bunch of freckles on her face. Let me see if I can find the picture that I...
My god, guys. We got it. We unlocked the NPC art.
Yippee!
huge.
I'm staring. Sorry, I went to NPC channel and I'm... Hi! Sorry,
No.
the filter's
His
an
eyes
RP!
glued to that shit.
Oh, wooga.
This
Oh,
is what she looks like.
ooh, that's sick.
She kind of glances at you, her hair covering one eye. And she kind of like looks you up and down. She looks like she kind of like sizes you up almost and then goes back to reading whatever she was.
Please don't size me up, I'm a little guy.
You're actually quite large.
No, I'm a little guy. Emotionally, I am a little
Like,
guy.
You're emotionally little.
Yeah. It's okay, I have a good personality. No, I'm kidding.
Get
I'm
out.
sorry. I know, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're okay.
It's not about the size of your emotional condition. It's about how you use it.
It's not the size, but the shape that fills the
What the
emotions.
hell?
I don't know.
I haven't heard that one before.
Shut the fuck up immediately.
Sorry, I was trying to be helpful.
What if I kill myself?
I'm gonna. Wow.
It's not that bad. Like,
I'm gonna look at this bookshelf. Wow, how did they organize their books?
in order.
In what order?
In order.
Are they doing the fucking Dewey Decimal System or what? I don't know. I'm talking like this.
Actually, it's the Doldry dissertation system.
Sure.
It's the same way most libraries would organize their books in
Okay.
this world. Essentially, the Dewey Decimal.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna try to look for some history stuff.
I would say you notice some books are out of place though. This doesn't seem like. I mean, obviously they let you in. You know, it's not like this is a secretive or anything. But this doesn't seem like a primarily public space. You know, this is more just somewhere that the public is allowed, but it's not maintained the way like a public library would be. You know.
Yeah. I'm personally gonna be looking for some history books. I'll also wave Palfy and please come in.
Just standing outside the door. Is there any geographical autocorrect buzzer in here, or is that
Yeah.
where?
I don't know. The shelves.
Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna be like, oh, it's in this corner. and I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
drag yourself to any shelf. Yep, right there. What do you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Is it-
You get to reading. What the? Okay. Anyway, So, what information is each of you in particular looking for?
I'm looking for history on, to see if there's any history interactions between, Yama and Raisman, and out of curiosity, see if there's any mentions of Renman. Just to, learn more about my little guy. My dude in my corner.
Roll me like. I'm gonna say roll me like investigation, I guess.
Try. Please roll well. Please. No!
Word almost is really holding that sentence back, huh?
I almost rolled a nat 20 and then it rolled over to a 2. I'm gonna fucking yuck myself. I'm gonna add knowledge from a past life. Just bump it up a little bit. It may not be much, but it's some. Cool. I rolled a 3. From a natural 2 to a 1 to a 3.
That's insane.
Quick math.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Arson.
I'm trying my best.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you look on the shelves for a bit. You're looking for any stories like, you find a number of stories that talk about famous teachings and are metaphors and depict characters or individuals in the context of the beliefs Fiamma would have you hold.
Mm-hmm.
As far as any regarding other deities, you don't have an easy time finding that.
Yeah, like I'm going through, I'm like, oh god.
You're not able to find any particular stories about Renman or Raisman.
Okay.
You do learn a little bit more about Fiamma. Her teachings emphasize the temporary nature of most things. For example, the reason that this little collection of knowledge that they have is open to the public, you ascertain that has to do with the fact that her teachings say that any writing that you put to paper is temporary, right? So eventually everything will burn, so to speak. Everything will go away. Nothing lasts eternally. And therefore, like a flame, you should burn brightly while you do burn, since you are temporary. And in the same way, knowledge should be an open thing. Food, water, anything that helps to perpetuate life should be an open thing, because the act of living in and of itself is a miracle.
Aw.
And the act of learning in
awesome.
and of itself
Wait.
is a miracle.
I love
She's so
that.
based.
Yeah, no, for real.
You also learn that these stories tell she is, at the very least, one of the gods that was involved in the creation of life as you know it itself. Fire being necessary for early individuals, early people, the early races to survive and cook food, stay warm, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that, in that sense, she's giving credit for being a large portion of why mortals were able to survive. And she seems to be quite fond of mortals, more so than the average god, I guess.
Fair enough.
Her teachings make you feel warm. They're pleasant.
I like that. I feel like what happened is that I'm looking for this, and then I just went down the rabbit hole of learning more.
You're just like, oh, this is a nice story.
And then I'm like, oh, let me see if there's anything
What's
more about it.
fun?
It's just the ADHD moment.
Yeah, it's not even that there aren't books in here about what you were looking for. You just stopped looking for them.
I forgot. I'll remember eventually. I'm just gonna read about this for now. For gore.
Palfi, roll me an investigation.
Investigation.
Yes.
It's rolling. It's taking like a bit.
Checks my watch.
20. 20 plus 1, 21.
Wow, I wish that was me.
Real? That's incredible. The slow roll just to land on a natural 20 is
We
fucking
had the complete
awesome.
opposite like fucking thing. Like mine moved
Yeah.
really quickly and then just slowly tipped over, and then you're like, oh cool, 20.
Alright, so while we're waiting for it to roll, oh hey, that's 20. Wait, what?
So, what specifically are you looking for?
Well, there's three things I wanted to keep an eye. I wanted to like look out for, like kind of like the history of how it came to be, like, sort of that the culture as well, and like places of notice. Like, is there any like while you're here, you might as well visit these temples and whatnot.
You mean regarding Stardrop Fall?
Yeah, regarding Stardrop Fall. Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Stardrop Fall, there is a perpetuated story. The truth to it is a little bit dubious. It's not. There's contentiousness. It is contentious whether or not it's true, but the common story is that Stardrop Fall is actually not from this world. That it was a massive meteor that landed and formed into an island in the modern day. Hence Stardrop Fall. It was something from the stars that fell onto the earth. In actuality, you can see there's a lot of things about like geological studies. I mean, even if you just look at like it on the map, the piece of it that would have broken off from the mainland, in theory, fits right back into the mainland. So most scientists don't really believe that theory of it like thought. They're like, that's just a children's story because it happens to be in the shape of a star. In actuality, it's just another island. It's not especially, whatever. There are a number of rare metals on Stardrop Fall. So you would know that like there was it's kind of in a similar situation to the Lunic Peninsula where it was where a lot of early mortal life existed on Nisakoko. And then as things spread out around the continent, it was kind of left behind, Stardrop Fall, there are a lot of collapsed mines and things like that. It's a very humble region. It's not as poor as like the Lunic Peninsula itself, where there is no major civilization, no major town really in all of the Lunic Peninsula. There's a ton of little villages, but that's it. Stardrop Fall, there are some semi-major towns. There are 2 on the island that I never named. Oops.
For simpler reasons, are those 2 islands mentioned or not?
Or 2 major towns, I should say, and then there are also 2 little islands off the south of the island. They are mentioned. It does talk about them. There's one in kind of like the north, slightly east, and one in the south, slightly east. I can even hold on.
Oh, hold on.
I'm gonna put little, because it would kind of give you insight into where they are. If you look at Nomec.
Map. Such a tiny star.
It's so tiny. Oh my god.
Little guy.
Yeah.
So those are the towns then?
Yeah, those are where the 2 major towns of Stardrop Fall are. It says their names. I don't have them.
Touche.
There are a ton of collapsed mines in kind of this region because and some that are just open but not in use. A lot of the metal here has already been stripped. Or is just a pain in the ass because you have to bring it to the mainland by boat, which sucks. Um, so a lot of the metal that is now mined is largely in the mountains closer to the capital, and that area, because a lot of those the factories are in the northern wastes, so it's just easier, like logistically, than going all the way to Star Fall. Especially because most of the like exceptionally rare metals there are believed to be like gone, you know, stripped out. There's obviously still some, namely mithril, adamantine, etc. Those really rare, really valuable ores, and that's what a lot of Stardrop Falls like exports were in a more prosperous time for the island. But nowadays, it mostly just lives on its own, and it'll export some ore. It's still, you know, mines and stuff, but a lot of its commerce comes from like a number of things now. You know, normal craftsmanship stuff and fishing or food stuff. But it's not really the best place to get anything in particular anymore. Like, if you want fish, Bournemouth has better fish. They'd be fresher most of the time. If you want weapons, there's a number of places that make better weapons. Most of all the northern wastes, you know. There are a lot of things that you can find there, but none of them are super unique anymore. And as far as like, I would say the only other thing would be like religiously significant areas there. The only other thing that is worth mentioning. And there's a fair mixture of religions, but there is in particular a god of the stars. That is, maybe it's just because it's star shaped, but seems to be relatively major there. I never named him, did I? Unlucky. Hold on.
I imagine this entire time Poppy's like, I didn't want to read, but now I am going to read because I forgot how fun it was.
Both of them just gets fucking distracted. You're like, ooh. Look.
Ooh. On the way back, Poppy's just like, okay, so did you know that the Stardrop Falls had like this, and this, and like just info dumps out for the party?
Nerds.
Oh.
That's modern Gennard.
Modern Gnark makes fun of people.
No.
Does it in a fun, teasing way.
This is not a terribly easy name to pronounce. But the god is named Yrgul the Starfarer. Yrgul. Kind of read that. You like read over it twice. You're like, how do you even say that? But
Like
for the
Yrgol?
record, it is Yrgul. And he's kind of like, he is most significant in like space and, you know, the greater void around, you know, as well as the astral sea, which is a parallel realm. This particular book doesn't go super into detail because it's mostly about like more earthly things. This isn't like a religious teaching. This is just a book about Nisa Coco. So
All right. Sorry, I was just writing down the things.
yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Mm.
Yeah, I ready.
Rylan, you like odds, right?
Oh, I love odds. I like my odds, boys. I'm nervous.
She's gonna talk to Palfy. So
Okay.
Well,
as you're kind of reading, you hear behind you, Palfy. You're not from around here. And you're kind of like, turn. You see the woman from before with her hair ablaze. You kind of like, you're kind of caught off guard for a second because like the flames are touching the wood of the shelves, but then you're like, well, Genasi's whatever, because that wood's not on fire. something magic, something. But initially, you're like, fire next to wood. That seems like a bad idea. But she's kind of looking at you with like an eyebrow raised.
I mean, guess you're right. What kind of gave it away?
What brings you to the Salty City? Never heard that term before, by the way.
City's crazy.
Just to see some friends. Why is it called the Salty City? I've never heard it be called that.
Because the air reeks of sea salt. But no one really calls it that except for me. And she kind of like smirks.
I might call it that. It has a nice ring to it.
It has a terrible ring to it. That's why I call it that.
It's catchy. I mean,
You look like a monk.
right again.
You worship Fiamma? Or someone else?
Sarah.
And you came with the Renman worshipper, the Drow. Do you know him?
Rylan looks up. I heard Redmond, and looks back to his.
Yeah, we've been traveling for quite a while. I was a bit, I don't want to say scared, but at first, but he's good by heart.
Why were you scared of him?
I just don't like strangers.
Stranger danger, dude.
She kind of blinks a bit and is like, she seems, you can tell she's like self-aware. Like she seems like she's about to comment and be like, why are you talking to me, right? But she decides to gloss over it, you know? But she seems self-aware in that sense. She understands that that's like a hint of like, so go away, right? That's what she's interpreting it as. But she still doesn't. So she's like, so that's a weird combo. And what friends did you come here to meet?
Childhood friends. We haven't seen each other in ages, and it's a bit of a
consider that a lie, because that's not really why you came to Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, it's not why I came here, but it's like a sensitive topic that Puffy's trying to like sway her way around it, like, oh, it's, you know, surprise visit, yeah.
Deception.
So ready for this to go in the complete other direction. 15 plus 1, 16.
She kind of squints at you and is like, okay. Is that why he's here too? The drow?
Being honest, being honest, I just tagged along with him. I'm not 100% sure why.
Oh my god, Palpy.
God damn.
Palpy, you didn't think that we kidnapped you. Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah, I was about to say. She's like, blink twice if the bad drow man hurt you. Like, she's kidding, but she kind of like looks down her nose at you, like squints, you know, like. Hmm.
I mean, I needed I needed company. It's yeah.
A monk that needs company. That's kind of ironic, don't you think?
Sort of like sticks her like head back in the book, like yeah.
You see her like scratch her chin for a second, like, should I take the hint? And then she disappears behind the shelf. Rylerin.
I hope she didn't take offense to that.
Can't wait to get my ass beat.
You like see someone in your peripheral vision, and you can tell it's her because she's the flames. It's pretty hard to confuse her.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's looking at the shelf and like browsing, and then she's just like, so it brings a Renman worshipper into a Fiamma monument.
Round kind of like looks over and is like, points at the bookshelves. I was just seeing what y'all had. I haven't been around here, so I figured I'd check it out.
That explains why I've never seen you with the other clerics at Renman's temple. I was wondering about that.
Yep, and from around here.
So what brings you around here?
Pause, like, why did we come here in the first place? Is me and all trying to remember? Because we came nearby because I wanted to go talk to Estelle. Why the fuck did we come to Bournemouth? Was it because Nyx wanted to come by Bournemouth?
Let me see if I wrote it down.
It's because of Ross.
Oh, Ross.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nyx wanted to come see Ross. Our party has been traveling around, and we were in the area. One of our party members wanted to see somebody here, so came on by, and we've been here for a couple days. So
A party member? Which one?
They're not here. Different one.
You see something in her eyes that's kind of like a interesting.
Like rather than saying like, oh, it's not Palfy, it's like, they're not here with me. It's just
Yeah. Interesting. And you just wanted to stop by to meet someone?
Well, that's the whole reason why we came here. We kind of got into a bit of a mess. We're helping.
A mess?
There was that magic store near the station. I was hearing him trying to get help from the military. They weren't helping, so we kind of stepped in to help him get his brother back. But hey, it's been solved. They're out. They're safe. Magic store is closed though, unfortunately.
You kind of look back up at her, and she like furrows a brow, and she's like, "Magic store? Oh, there's one near the station, right?"
Yeah. Magic Wear shop?
Didn't they just open? She kind of makes a face like, "How the fuck?" Like,
yeah, there was some advertising against them, I guess, would be the easiest way to explain it. I do a little shrug.
Advertising against them?
Yeah, clowns weren't exactly going to him. Not too sure exactly on the details, but all I know is that the family's together again and they've headed off.
So you're a good Samaritan.
I'd like to think I am. I definitely try to be. I'm sorry, my name's Rylerin. What's your name? I'm not doing this again.
Bellis.
Ellis?
Bellis.
Bellis. It's nice to meet you, Bellis.
Nice to meet you too, Rylerin.
I don't like how she said that, but I think I'm just traumatized.
Real.
You a local?
Not exactly, but I've been here a while. I was fighting in the Svihelen arena for some time, but seems they've closed up shop for the moment. Unfortunately.
Oh, so you're a sort of fighter? What kind of fighting do you do?
Mostly punching and kicking.
Monk? Question mark? I look at DM.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not gonna fight her. She can stun my ass, and that's scary. Fucking monks, dude. I've been traumatized by a monk one time, and it's ingrained in my bones.
I'm so glad to hear that.
No!
As a monk enjoyer, I love when someone is traumatized by monks. That's just good news to me.
Like, dude, monks can be so scary. Like, me and Fletcher, other game, I played a monk for a little bit. Ooh, I love stunning those motherfuckers. But either way, kind of like not, yeah, I'm not too physical. I rely on my magic. But
A cleric.
yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for somewhere to settle in, the temple across the street is a good choice. We'd definitely be seeing each other often once the Svihelen arena shows back up. Well, you'd be seeing people that I've seen often.
I'm assuming that they tend to go there to get healed then?
She doesn't say anything, but she smiles at you and like she has this like knowing smile. It's like, yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like respectfully not like, okay, I'm definitely getting in a fight with you. Mental note made.
She kind of laughs a little. She's amused by it. She's like, it's teasing, but it's not like flirting teasing.
Oh yeah,
it's just,
no.
like, teasing.
Yeah, no, this is not. Rylan is also not trying to flirt.
Yeah. She's just, you get the sense that she's just the kind of person who, like, takes pride in the fact that she wins fights frequently.
Oh hell
you
yeah,
know?
as you should.
So she thinks it's very like entertaining when she says that and someone like gets mildly uncomfortable. She doesn't take pleasure in making people unhappy necessarily, but like,
Oh yeah, no, Rylan's like, okay, cool. Don't get on
you're
her
kind of
bad
like,
side.
oh, don't want to fight her, and she can tell, and she's like, yeah.
As much as that would have been nice, I don't think we're gonna be here permanently or anything of the sort. Got things to do with and all.
What kinds of things?
Good Samaritan things.
She raises an eyebrow and says, well, you can be a good Samaritan anywhere. Why do you need to be a good Samaritan somewhere else?
I guess you could say that there's just been a bit too much to really explain for someone I just met. Respectfully.
She kind of like, her face is like a pout. She's like,
Aww. He gives a little bit of apologetic look, like, sorry.
He just kind of sighs and she's like, I mean, I could tell you that I'm worried about the safety of the monastery or something, but I'm just nosy.
Did I see her go talk with Palfi? Question mark. With my piece of perception?
Yeah, you probably have noticed.
Yeah, I figured as much, considering you also went over to talk to my other party member.
She's not especially social, is she?
No, not really. But she is sweet.
Or honest.
Crazy. Crazy.
Immediate disappointed expression, like, was she lying?
A little. At least I think so. Because it seems clear that she is not the member of your party who came here to meet someone. Although that is what she told me. A childhood friend, something like that.
Well, I'm not here to air out her laundry. If that's what she wants for you to believe, then that's what she wants you to believe.
I don't believe it.
Well, she tried. Well, it's what she wants you to believe, but whether you do, it's obviously up to you. Is there something that I could help you with since you're talking with us? Figured might be something.
Kind of like thinks for a second and is like, I guess not. Unless you have any information on when the arena will open back up.
Think back to what the fuck is happening in the arena. Like, well,
As soon as they don't need it to house a huge amount of dread anymore, it'll
I'll
probably
let you know.
open back up.
Yeah. Could I ask?
She looks at you very interested and is like,
Uh-oh.
ask who?
So sweating nervously. My contact?
Who is? she's not gonna let you weasel your way out of this.
I'm trying to think of who would be the best person to throw under the bus.
Igneous V. Helen.
What? She's like, I don't know anybody else to throw under the bus here. It wouldn't make sense to say Noelle. It wouldn't make sense to say fucking Lidley. It definitely doesn't make any sense to bring up the like Alistair and shit because she probably has no idea who the fuck those are. So he's kinda like, Ignir?
She stares at you with a blank expression
I
and like
stare
blinks.
back.
And she's like, the patriarch of the Sweet Helen.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like. First of all, she's squinting at you. She looks like she can't tell whether or not she wants to believe you. And
I suddenly became much more interesting, didn't I?
oh yes.
Oh fuck, why did I do this to myself, man?
And then she kind of like she squints at you, and you just kind of stare at her awkwardly, and she's like, "You don't seem like the type to be good at lying."
Let me look at my deception check. Hold on, I'm curious. +1. No. Not really. I don't find reason for it.
Which means you actually know the patriarch of the Sweet Helen.
Yep.
And how's that? she kind of like smiles and like bats her eyelashes at you like, go on.
I kind of like look over to where Palpy was like, Palpy, please come back. Please get this television.
I don't think we have a clear line of sight though.
No.
What did Fletcher say, sorry?
Who let Ryler do the talking?
I know! This keeps happening to me!
Yeah, she came to me first, so.
Yeah. Palfy just did a better job of not talking. Palfy was just like, uh-huh. That's crazy. Well, I got a book to read. Like,
Crazy. I don't talk to strangers. I'm sorry.
It's so funny. What was her sorry, what was her question again?
how the hell do you know the patriarch of the Sweet Helen?
Man, I really backed myself into a corner here.
Figuratively.
Yeah. Okay, like, like looking at it, like, yeah. I mean, consider it. Anyways, kind of ties back into the whole thing of It's a lot to explain for somebody I just met.
I have all day. She's like checking her nails.
Oh no. And I have all day too.
No, walking away.
Wait, what? Would you say, Fletch?
You're like,
Just talking
and
away.
I don't, and then just walk away.
True, but that would be lying, and I just said that I'm bad at lying because I don't see a reason to. I can't immediately say shit.
I also don't even think Rylerin would necessarily just be like, okay, and leave.
No.
Let Ryler talk, man.
You
Who
always
left
get to
Rylerin
say no.
alone?
You can just say no.
He doesn't.
I don't think
Yeah,
Rylerin knows
stand your
that.
ground, Rylerin. Stand your ground. You don't have to
It's
fuck
like-
That's
people.
not really his thing.
There's no backbone. This is his flaw.
Oh my god, Lilith will help him.
No, there's
Up from the beach, she won't.
No,
Yeah, she's too busy.
definitely not from the beach.
Tell
All
him
I can-
ethically.
All I can,
She's too busy swimming.
Cast sending to fucking Lilith. Come help me, please.
all I can
Help,
imagine.
help.
All I can okay, so I just like two thoughts. One is just like him quietly doing like the Xavier thing of like doing the finger to the temple, trying to cast sending, so like, please. Trying to be as subtle as possible about casting sending, but the other
Pushing your hair back like, and then just keeping your hand there very obviously.
yeah,
in the
very
fucking-
slow hair tuck to cast the 25 words. But the other thing I was thinking of is Rylerin in the situation and just the party just like sitting up is like something's wrong. Rylerin is getting us into more.
just happened.
Rylerin is getting us into more trouble. Rylerin like looking is like, oh no. He's genuinely just like thinking like, what is the best way I can satiate her curiosity without making her more curious?
My god. We're
Listen,
gonna be here all day.
yep.
We're gonna get nothing
to
done.
leave.
I mean, if anything, Hafi's probably like done reading all our shit, so she's like gonna
Probably
like
not
walk
yet,
around
no.
and be like.
Damn.
I was gonna say if she was, yeah. Well, sorry.
It's okay. Remember how I was saying that we were helping the brother get his brother back? The brother was taken by the Svihelen, so,
Sure.
we just ended up, discussing some stuff and found out that we have, some matters that we could talk about ourselves that wasn't about the brothers.
That's insane.
She
That's crazy.
looks at you. She gives you a look that's almost like pity. She's like, "You're really bad at this." That's her expression, and she's just like, "What were those matters?" Because it sounds like you were in an adversarial position with him. So, from what I know about Ignir Svihelen, he's not especially the type to. I don't want to say forgive, but it's what I mean.
I mean, we paid the due, so everything was rather amicable. And to be fair, it wasn't with him that we were talking with, it was with, I believe, what was supposed to be his successor, who is no longer going to be the successor, at least without more, it's either way.
His son.
Yeah.
One of them.
100%.
Well, one of them.
Oh, one of them. All right. Didn't know that. Good to know.
You know what's funny is that I
Uh-oh.
heard from a friend that there was a little brawl beachside the other day.
Which friend was this?
She smirks at you and is like, "Now you're getting it." He told me that he saw a tall drow, purple tiefling, some guys in weird masks. What else? Minotaur. That one's pretty hard to miss.
Man, what are the chances?
What are the chances? That's
Well, there's no
crazy.
Minotaur here, so can't be us. Bye
You
bye.
can't prove that we're one of them. You can't prove that he's with them.
God, Iconar.
Yeah. There was someone else, I think. Maybe two others. And you know, it was right near this Vihan estate, too.
That's quite interesting.
Deception.
Interesting, I'm not lying about it. I'm denying that it's me. 11.
That's interesting.
You know what? I'm gonna. It doesn't matter. She probably has an eye inside. I'm not gonna bother. 11. I'm so nervous.
This is not in your favor.
Shit show.
Just like visibly
You haven't
sweating,
asked
like,
for help, bro.
interesting.
That's rather interesting.
So you were fighting this Vihan in some capacity, probably on behalf of the brothers or whatever. And then what happened? She smiles at you innocently.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Redmond kind of like look like not Redmond. I am God. No, Rather gonna like there's like that thing where he like breathes and like tilts his head back like God help me kind of thing. Like Redmond bless me please I need help.
What this?
You are rather nosy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
At what point are you gonna be satisfied?
I mean, I guess I don't really know, so
Oh,
you should probably just tell me everything.
can't do that.
Well, you could start by telling me why you can't tell me everything.
It's like, oh god.
I mean, this seems like a great way to pass the time. I've been so bored since the arena closed, and, you know, suddenly a guy who was in a brawl with some Sviholin thugs recently walks in here looking for information, and then tells me that he's now friends with the patriarch of the
I wouldn't
Sviholin.
say
What do you
friends.
expect me to do?
I never said friends. I just said connection. To be fair.
So how did you end up with a connection where you can ask him questions?
Going back to why I can't really tell you. There's just there's just I'm panicking. So our group has been traveling for a minute, and we are doing some good Samaritan things around the continent that involve bigger forces than just local thugs. And I don't want to get anybody unnecessarily into this kind of danger. So
She laughs. She goes, if that's all you're worried about, then you can tell me whatever.
I appreciate your confidence in your combat prowess. It is a lot more than just that. My mom's like, how do I say this without saying it outright?
I mean, what are you planning, coup? She says it as a joke, but
It's like a half joke.
her eyes stay on you to see your reaction.
She means like a coup of the Sviholin, right?
A coup against the emperor,
Oh.
I think is what she's implying.
Okay. Ron's like,
You said forces beyond local thugs, so she's like, oh, this goes deeper than the Sviha, and you guys just showed up here, and that happened to be a whole other thing.
no, we're
Bigger
not.
forces, so the military itself, right?
Ron is gonna be like, no, we ain't planning that kind of stuff. Putting that out there, we're not planning a coup against no one like that of the sort. Shit.
She smirks like, okay, that's more information. I'm narrowing it down, right?
Oh god.
It's like, you know, one way to tell me everything is by telling me everything it's not. So it's not a coup.
I hate this woman. I love her. Ralaran is fucking shitting his pants. He doesn't know how to deal with this. He's very bad around pretty
If it
women.
helps, I'm not a big fan of establishments, so it's not like I'm gonna turn you into anyone. I don't care. I really just want to know because I'm bored.
Can I insight check it?
Sure.
Sick. Please. I need this. Dirty 20. Filthy little synthetic 20.
As full transparency, yeah, she's just bored.
That makes me
You
feel
also sense like there's a certain level of disdain when she says I don't like establishment, right? She's definitely had some bad experience of some kind with maybe the military or something.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Who hasn't? It's the military.
Yeah.
I was kind of like thinking he's doing the hands clasped together, pointer fingers together, like tapping his lips, like, okay, what do I do? How do I deal with this?
She's waiting patiently.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, take your time. She seems to. I'll say this goes in with your 20.
Yeah.
She seems to also be in this just for the sport of like
bullying
the
me.
conversation, right? Like,
yeah.
Like she likes trying to figure out a way around your ways around what she's saying. You know. This is verbal chess.
O'Reilly has 9 intelligence. Is not nearly smart enough for this. So yeah, there's bigger things at play, and I don't want to involve people that don't need to be involved. I already roped up enough people into this.
Give me a hint. She like cuts you off.
What kind of hint?
The bigger forces. Give me a hint as to what they are.
He just blinks at her. It's like, this ain't meant to be a guessing game. I made it into a guessing game.
I mean, you could just tell me. It doesn't have to be a guessing game.
My concern is that if I say that we're going up against the gods, I don't want her. Like, I'm afraid of her narrowing it down. Like, I do not want to get for her to clock me as a follower of Raisman. I don't need another person knowing. I stripped in front of a group of people. That's enough.
There's a pretty good chance she doesn't even know about Raisman as well, to be fair.
That's fair, but I don't want to take that risk. Knowing you, Rosie, I don't want to take that risk. It just so happened that me and how is this Svihalin? Is it Svihalin head? Where has it?
The patriarch?
Yeah, the patriarch. It just so happens to be that me and the patriarch had aligning interests in taking down this
Go on.
thing. And
good save. Sarcastically.
yeah, this thing, and currently are discussing things about it, and the arena is where they shut up.
She looks like she's stifling a laugh.
Ryler is definitely like the tips of his ears are going dark, like with flush. Like, oh no, he can't. What does he? Can he? I don't think he get flushed. No, his ears are probably just going down like a little bit. Like he's like, oh god, okay. He's panicking. We just had a line in interest, and we're discussing in the arena by chance.
So has it closed?
What the fuck is it? Plumbing issues?
If it was plumbing issues, then the people I know would have told me that. But there's something more interesting happening because I can't get a straight answer. Until now, anyway.
Feel like I shouldn't be giving you that straight answer then. if they aren't giving you one.
Period. Now just me, brother.
She kind of thinks for a second. Is like, but who cares about doing what you should and shouldn't do?
I care very deeply about that, actually.
Well, who decides what you should and shouldn't do?
But you're based.
Base.
Because you're far away from your mic, because I think you're leaning back, so it's just like a whisper. Based. She asks like who decides what I should and should not do.
Yeah.
Do I get a vibe from Redmond by chance? I'm curious. Is he disappointed in how I'm going about this conversation?
Well, I mean,
I'm curious.
so Renman and the beliefs surrounding them,
Yeah, he likes
Kind
wisdom,
of-
enlightenment, and messages in love.
yeah, like wisdom and enlightenment through that line of things, transparency, right? Renman, it's a thing of like, your god understands why you would want to be dishonest about this in one way or another.
Yeah.
But also, there is a push for the idea, there's a push for the idea of transparency, just in that, like, being honest can save you a lot of
This.
struggle.
Yeah, like I feel like he's kind of like thinking about it. I was like, oh, this is why I hate lying. I hate this wraparound.
Yeah, which is very much what Renman teaches. Is, you know, lying pretty much will just make you less happy. on
Miserable,
average.
yeah.
It's just not a helpful tool in most cases.
I feel like Rylan gives a sigh. He's like, are you gonna be telling other people about this? Or is this just for your own satisfaction?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I can not tell anyone.
I appreciate that. I don't need to be sought out as a mole.
Raises an eyebrow, like, oh.
Essentially, the arena is essentially a pool right now.
What? Just blinks.
There is a bunch of water where the arena is currently meant to be, because they're currently researching something. I can't say more about what it is because that's a whole different topic. But that's why the arena's closed. There's literally
She looks
nowhere to fight right now.
disappointed. She's like, if they just needed water, couldn't they have put that anywhere? I mean, we're next to the ocean.
Why did they specifically choose us as the arena again?
It's a limited space.
Um,
They can't test the limits of dread by dropping some in the water, because worst case scenario, the
It'll go
ocean
everywhere.
of the entire world is instantly poisoned and
Yeah.
humanity is wiped out. So
bad idea.
they were avoiding that one.
Yeah, no, but it's like couldn't like they do it like in like a pond or like a pool or something like that that isn't the arena.
The arena is a controlled environment.
Okay.
Because there's not normally water there.
Jacob! Jacob's in chat!
Oh my god.
Jacob!
It ain't no
Get in
fucking
the
way.
fucking call, you
You
idiot.
ass!
Get your ass in here.
No, he's on working. Fuck. He's gonna say he's working right now.
Ain't no way.
I mean, he said this is some vacation.
Yep,
on.
I'm at
This is
work.
just on vacation, guys.
God damn it.
No.
Jacob, we need to
That
figure
doesn't
out.
sound very vacated at all.
Yeah, are you on break or something? We should. Are you on break or something? I'm assuming as much. We miss you, Jacob. We need Aelor. we called his ass flat.
That's true.
Couldn't even defend yourself. Alright, fuck Jacob anyways. Fucking Discord message us. The reason they needed a controlled environment for this.
So it's volatile water.
Yeah. So I can ask as to when they might predict on having that all cleaned up, but I can't guarantee anything. Obviously, I'm just a cleric. Don't hold much power here.
I mean, you say just a cleric, but clerics can be pretty powerful. Like Elisand.
That's the person. Yeah. Yeah, I met them. Kind of like pause and like, what are they? Is it she, her, they, them? What are they? Go by?
She, her. I mean, she, they.
She, that. Ooh. Rudy. Love that for them. What can they do? If you know my asking. Do you know that?
A lot? It's kind of like... I mean... I think it'd be faster to list what they can't, to be honest.
Slow, impressive nodding. Hell yeah.
She's, let's say intimate with Renman.
No. Yeah, we talked about that. It was last night? Yeah.
What do you think?
Sorry?
I think.
Yeah. Because it was before the Speak with Dead. Yeah, I was talking with, I met them last night and we were talking about that.
I get tired of her, thanks for a second. Demeanor. But I think she's a good person.
Yeah, she seems lovely. Are you...
But back to the topic at hand.
I was just gonna briefly ask if you were a follower of Fiamma, considering that you're here.
Yeah, more or less. I would say it's the god I feel closest to. I'm sure you can imagine why.
Briefly looks at her hair. Yep.
But I don't like most gods. Fiamma's teachings are just in line with my own philosophies.
Yeah, I was reading up on it and it was rather nice.
Yeah. I take great comfort in her teachings.
I can see why. She seemed lovely. Does that mean you're familiar with the library here and where things are?
I am. I spend most of my free time in here because there's not much to do except for read and fight. And not everyone wants to fight.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where are you fighting if it ain't in the arena?
I haven't been fighting, that's the problem. I mean, I spar with Golra and Falter sometimes, but they're the only ones who have any chance against me, and honestly, Falter kind of doesn't.
Do I know who those people are? They ring a
Nope.
bell?
She kind of looks at you, and I imagine you're not hiding. Like,
yeah,
in
no,
your
it's like
expression.
I'm trying to like, do I know this person? Does that ring a bell?
Falter is the half-elf you met on your way in, and Golra...
Ah.
Also, she runs this place, essentially.
Can I
I still
tell what
probably
level
care to
monk she is by looking at her?
No.
Skip it. I'm trying to remember. Does Gnark like fighting? Question mark. Does he like doing a little fight?
Well, he likes fighting. He's in general. I mean,
Do I have sending? I don't think I have the spell slots for it. I think I used all my spell slots. Nope, I still have a 3rd level. Good morning, Gnark. Would you like to spar?
is that what you're sending?
No, it'd be really funny. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't want to promise anything, but Gunark might be interested in a little bit of a spar. He don't get to do much right now. It's just a lot of chatting. Ain't something that he's... Well, he's chatty, just he don't know much about what to say about the topic that we're on, so if you'd like, I could see if he'd be interested in a spar.
Which one's Gnark?
The Minotaur.
Oh.
Um,
I mean, it'll be boring if he's not a good fighter.
I mean, he's been pretty... Oh god, what's the fucking word? I guess skillful?
Useful.
Effective.
Oh, effective. I mean, he's been pretty effective in the fights that we've been in. But
What
I
kind of
also...
fights have those been?
Shit. I go... Wait, sorry, what'd you say again?
What kind of fights have those been?
Plenty, frankly. Near-death ones. Oh. Well, I'm usually not near death for him for the most part. It's usually me going down. It's a nightmare either way. We've been fighting quite a bit. So I mean, we had to fight a mimic, which was a room. That was interesting.
What? The mimic was the room?
Yep. That's how we all met.
That's a hell of an intro story.
Yeah, you should listen to our podcast.
Yeah, it occurred to me as I was saying that was like me as the writer being like, wow, what a great way to start a story.
Tooting your own horn.
Yeah, like really. Wow, that's a really captivating way to begin a campaign. What?
I'm sorry, did you get possessed? What the fuck is a
I think
campaign?
I'm dying. Her like nose starts bleeding.
He gets killed off.
Fucking killed us.
Explodes.
No!
You know,
Overheating.
Questions.
Fucking they walk in, you're like, oh my god, you murdered her. No, she exploded herself, I promise.
You're under arrest for the murder of Bellis.
No!
I'm not.
Oh,
No!
Fuck you mean not?
Yeah, that was an interesting fight. Handled that well though. Palfy?
Hmm?
Are there any other interesting fights that we've been in?
None that I can really think of. I mean, yeah, nothing comes to mind, but I'll let you know if anything does.
Puppy does not want to talk.
She really does not like talking to people, huh?
Nope.
Did I make
Pause.
what I said or no?
Sorry, what did you say, Palfy?
Yeah, no, you did.
Okay.
It was just the way you were like, I don't think so, and that was it. It was just
Very to the point.
yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't really.
efficient.
Yeah, she's very efficient when it comes to her words. So I was wondering, is there any good history books to grab to read here? I was just curious to see what, if there's any interesting interactions that, Fiamma might have had with other gods and of the sort.
Stories about Fiamma. Well, I guess. I imagine you're referring to Renman.
Yeah, and if there's other gods, I wouldn't say no to reading about those too. I'm just curious to see how things overlap and all that.
Well, From what I understand, she has a pretty amicable relationship with Renman, at least. I mean, obviously,
Considering that you are red neighbors, I figured as
yeah.
much.
Certainly couldn't be too much bad blood, but also in similarities in their teachings. I actually had some interest in Renman's teachings for a short time, but found that Fiamma was a little more personal.
Up your alley.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
But they teach much the same things. They believe that information should be free for similar enough reasons. Anyone should be able to know.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the biggest difference between the two is that Renman isn't a elder god.
How old is Renman, DM?
It's hard to age a god. I mean, they're all kind of like beyond age, but
Oh,
there
yeah.
is definitely reason that some are considered elder gods and some are not.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Remen is not considered an elder god implies that some deity representing the same things that Renman does was killed.
Oh, drama. I see. Tippy tap. I'm just glad that I got her up. I managed to steer the topic away eventually. Yeah, no, I'd love to read on any of those history books if there's any here. That's why I came here, but then I got a little distracted and I kind of like hold up the book that I was reading.
She kind of like raised an eyebrow and is like, by just general teachings?
Yeah. I guess, as you were saying, they're rather similar, so I got interested to see how far the similarities went, so I kept reading.
Well, I don't think you'd be able to find anything much about Renman. There haven't been a lot of, let's say, recorded interactions. We don't really know how gods interact with each other per se. But, there's been no drama between the two, historically speaking. At least not that I know of.
Any other gods that she might have drama with?
A few, but there's a old story about her and death itself not getting along too well because she is fond of mortals and didn't like that death kept taking them.
That's awfully sweet.
I'm not sure if the story is true or just kind of to illustrate the point of her love for mortality. Because her teachings actually consider death to be not just an inevitability, but a thing that gives life meaning, you know? The fact that a fire burns out is one of the most beautiful things about it. It's temporary.
I'm just thinking about this continual flame spell. Not gonna say it, though.
So, the story might just be to illustrate a point rather than an actual anecdote. I'm sure there are a few other stories, but if you don't have any particular god, it's kind of hard for me to, you know.
Would me just mentioning Raisman be an issue? Or would I
Depends on how much the person you're mentioning it to knows. Like, if you said it to someone, like if you had said it to Ignir, for example, before he knew anything about you, he would have been immediately suspicious of you and thought you were dangerous just for knowing about it. Because generally the only people who know about Raisman are his like enemies who are powerful enough to keep themselves alive or his followers. Because he's discreet. Normally, I guess.
Not lately.
There is, of course, the obvious exception, but
Anyways.
gulp.
Yup.
But yeah, and you could also mention, like, you could be vague about it, right? Because it's possible the stories wouldn't name Raisman directly, but they might speak of hatred itself or of a beast, right?
Yeah.
Being as he's the quote unquote beast of
Yeah,
hatred.
the whole thing is, like, if I don't do it by name, it might be easier. I was immediately interested in doing some research. It was like a beast of sorts, not beast of hatred, I believe. And I was just wondering if there's any interaction between them. Like, I don't know if, obviously, it wouldn't be the place to find specific. I know the library had a couple, but they were taken out, so figured I'd try the next best place.
Beast of hatred. Sounds familiar, I guess. There is one story about her burning a beast.
Oh?
As the story goes, a powerful monster, well, a powerful beast, as it is described with that word, although roughly that word, it's in primordial. So it's kind of hard to translate. But it speaks of a beast stepping upon the territory of mortals, and being burnt for it, I guess. I always wondered what the beast was meant to represent. I mean, it's weird that I know for a fact it's not death, for example, because she may not be fond of death, but she definitely doesn't, let's say, hate it, I guess.
Yeah.
And there aren't a lot of deities who have approached mortal soil, so to speak.
I know one that has, or is trying to. Uh-oh. So, by what she said, it's safe to assume that this isn't the first time that Raisman might have tried to approach mortal soil.
Or someone like him.
Yeah. Previous. Okay.
What an odd story to ask about. And she looks at you expectantly.
Damn it! I kind of just do a shrug. What can I say? I hear a lot of things and I get curious about them.
Does this have to do with those bigger forces?
I guess you could say that. I do like an awkward smile, like, please don't question me more. Please let me go.
She squints at you and is like, I mean, I don't really want to make you uncomfortable, but
Or what you mean,
I
but?
really want to know.
Oh man.
I've wondered about that story for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And it sounds like you have an answer.
Palpy, please come save me. Also, I find it so funny that Palpy was like, there's nothing been interesting. I just realized we fought a fucking Oni. That's pretty interesting. Like, Palpy, like, oh, that's normal in our lives. That's not interesting.
I mean, y'all haven't fought an Oni? Like, that's my third one. I'm like, what?
Palpy was actually a renowned Oni killer. Palpy, the Oni killer.
Palpy, Slayer of Giants.
Yeah.
Butcher of Oni.
I'm just staring at her like, oh, I've dug myself another hole.
I mean, would now be a good time to like finish up reading and just be like, I'm ready to go?
I'm gonna say, roll me a flat intelligence for like how quickly you read.
Oh no. What should be a nat one?
If it's a nat one, I'm so prepared for it. It's not that one. It is a 4.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You're still reading.
You keep getting distracted and having to start the sentence over again.
Alfie is
like my
also
eyes,
dyslexic.
like my eyes read it, but my brain
The
doesn't.
words
comprehend
just
it,
keep
you know?
moving around.
Oh no, she's dyslexic, guys.
No.
Dyslexic canon. I can also like partially imagine that she's just like listening to the conversation, so she's not actually reading. She's like, fuck.
I wonder what they're talking about. Right. Star drop.
Reading.
Reading. We did find an Oni, yeah. I mean, it's probably too late to mention that. I mean, like, probably way past it. Are they past it? Wait, what are they talking about right now?
Fucking love that.
Right, I should probably.
Oh my god. Why does this keep happening to me? I'm just staring at her. He's like, oh no. What kind of answer are you exactly looking for?
A direct one? I want to know who the beast the story speaks of is, and it sounds like you know the answer to that.
I look behind me. Is the door? Is it like an open door or like an open thing?
It's closed.
Okay. Rather is stressing. Is my back aching?
Probably.
Oh.
Which, I mean, it means that Raisman doesn't want you to talk about this. So...
Oh. He wants me to shut the fuck up. Well, I do value honesty. Immediate turnaround. Riley kind of like does like the uncomfortable like shoulder shrug that he does, trying to get like the thing off, not even realizing really.
Back pains?
Strains up. Kinda.
She gives you like a... I don't have like a thing, but she gives you like something on how to treat it.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you kind of give her a, like, because she's assuming it's just like back soreness, right?
Yeah.
So you probably kind of give her like, what's the expression you make?
Genuinely is really touched. Like, that's really sweet. It's like, oh, thank you. I'll try this out.
She's like, I have a lot of experience treating pain. It's kind of like when you get into fights for fun. It's handy to know how to.
Yeah, that makes
treat
sense.
Soreness.
I really appreciate that. Nobody's really offered me anything like that.
I've fallen flat on my back a number of times, so.
Ew. Yeah, that must not be nice. Sorry, it's not a topic I'm used to talking about. The Beast of Hatred is a god named Raisman, and I mean, I guess I might as well just go out and say it. It is the outside force we're trying to deal with.
Raisman.
Yep.
I think I know that name.
From where?
It just sounds kind of familiar. I think it's scrolled out in one of the stories, actually.
Do you think you could find it?
Yeah, I think so.
Could I give her a little... Do I have guidance? I have guidance. Can I give her guidance and assist as well in finding this?
Yeah.
A year. High number.
So she was gonna roll with advantage because she knows this library well. Immediate nat 20.
Let's go. Meant to be. The dice telling a story. Thank God.
Wow, that's hilarious. Okay, so she kind of like she like kicks off of the shelf she's leaning on and goes around back here, and comes back out holding a book and is just like, so while I try to find which page this is on, tell me more about Reyesman.
I mean, rather self-explanatory. He's the god of hatred. He don't like. He hates everybody, and there's reason to believe that he is still trying to come down onto mortal soil.
Huh. Creepy.
Yep. Yeah, ain't exactly great. So. What else could I tell her about Raceman that wouldn't be too incriminating for me to tell? Could I just say insert here what would not be incriminating to say about Raceman?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Like, I try to give her, like, basic information that could be found in the books that we were talking about, and, like, what I was talking about in the library and stuff like that.
Yeah, so she flips through the book for a little bit and is like, here it is. The
I kind of should have peek over her shoulder to look at it.
a bunch of this page is scrawled out. Like there's a ton of stuff that's written over or like just scribbled or like torn. And what's interesting is it doesn't look like most of this book is, but these last like few pages near the end of it seem to be purposefully damaged by someone.
I cast mending on it?
Let me read mending.
I was gonna display it in VTT, but you are not in the room,
Yeah.
honey. It definitely will fix the tears.
I mean, you can cast mending. It'll help. You know, there's some things that it cleans up the page a bit, but a ton of stuff is still scrawled out.
Yeah, but it's
there are
something.
pieces missing still.
Yeah, but it fixes a little bit, which is kind of helpful. Was it like this when you last read it?
It's been like this since I got here.
Hmm. And when was that? If you don't mind me asking.
She kind of thinks for a second and is like, I guess by now it's been a few years. I came here for, let's say personal reasons. And ended up here in the temple because, I grew to appreciate Fiamma's teachings. And because Galra is oh so nice.
Kind of like nodding along, like, that's nice. What does, what, like, can I pick out from the book?
Yeah, as she's looking through it, she comes to a bit and she's like, here it is. Under a list of... So at the beginning of this section of the book itself is about, like, a lot of different deities. It has some basic rundowns on them and their teachings and stuff. And then near the back of the book are a few that are kind of fucked up looking. The pages are.
Yeah.
And she reads at the top. It's a little hard to read, but you can see it says stained gods.
Find.
And there's a few on this list, but if you look at this one, she kind of shows it to you, and it's scribbled out too, like it's scrawled out, but
Yeah.
you can kind of make out based on the stuff around it that it reads Reisman.
What other are the other names on it on the list?
Also scrolled out.
Mm. Rasmus, because I'm familiar with it, is the only one that I can really tell.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can never read it fully, but now that I know what I'm looking for, it does look like it says that.
I have to agree with you. Yeah. Can't say I'm surprised that they have a that he's on this kind of list.
There would be normally a page in here that would talk about him, but... And she kind of like holds the book up to you, and there is very clearly a page missing shortly after the one that implicates his name.
And that was
Someone tore it out.
And that was like that when you first came here too.
Sure was.
Mm.
Sounds like he doesn't want to be on the record.
That sounds likely. Can I try something? And I kind of like
Sure.
hold out the book to her. I'd like to. I know it's only a short range, and it's very likely the page has been burned. But I do have locate object prepared. And I have one more second level spell slot. Can I try to find the missing piece of the book?
You can.
I'll expend the spell slot.
To decide whether... Okay. I wasn't expecting this, so...
Oops.
No, I mean, it's great. That's why I didn't just write a book. That's why we're doing D&D instead. Roll me a d20.
Did I? And it's just a flat d20, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
Just luck check. Don't
Yeah.
fail me now. 14. Could I add my knowledge of a past life from this? A 1d6? Or...
Fuck it. Let's say yes.
Yippee! Last one. 5. 19.
Interesting. Okay, describe the spell as you cast it.
I gotta open it again. Okay. So I'll take the book and kind of like flip over to the page, because there's still gonna be like torn edges of the remaining from the page. So I'm kind of like focusing on those, running my fingers along the edges, and almost like using those edges as the somatic component of to find the matching edge. Bless you. Matching edge, and doing the verbal component to cast to find it. Oh, where is it, God? Please point in me direction, whatever it is. Amulet probably glowing a little bit as I focus in on it. Before I look around and try to see if there's a ping within 1,000 feet of me. Yep.
This is so... Okay. Oh, but where would it be? There's so many different ways I can go with this. Okay.
Nerve-wracking, thank you.
There's like a few potential. There's an easy option that just lets me give you the information. There's an option that makes sense and would now be an easy option because I could say it was related in some way to the records that you guys got.
Yeah.
And that would be an interesting little thing. Or this is okay. Is this even technically? I'm so indecisive because I'm like,
Do you want to pause and go to somebody else so I don't have to keep yapping? At the beach. The beach each. Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
The problem with switching is that it doesn't help me make the decision because I still have to.
Focus.
Think about what
I'm still the DM.
Yeah. Man, Gnark and Nix, how you doing? What are you guys chatting about? The only other
Yeah,
duo.
I mean, please roleplay because I might change something that I had.
Sorry, I have to get out of bed.
That's crazy.
I was getting, I don't know. What are we doing, Gennard?
You're making
You
your
got-
food.
You got fish for me. Fish for us.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Gennard.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. I was.
Good morning.
I'm a little tired.
Hey, buddy.
Guess what I got?
Bundle stick.
Food.
huge.
I got some salmon.
Food. I'm starving.
Okay, we have to cook it first. Which I
Mm.
don't
Do we?
know how to cook.
Oh, it can't be that hard. Just gotta get some fire. A lore would know how to do that.
I have a tinderbox. I can do the fire. Is there even a kitchen in this place?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are they gonna do it in the middle of the living room?
Sorry, Dudley. I'm gonna
Don't-
Where Dudley's sleeping
We
and
got
Bennett's still chewing on that bone?
Hmm.
Do you know how to cook? At all?
I know how to. Well, I know how to cook some meat.
Well, this is me.
Just gotta put that over a fire.
See, the issue is, I don't know where the kitchen is.
They could just like do a bonfire
In
somewhere.
the middle.
On the
of
beach.
True.
On the beach each.
On the beach, yeah.
On the beach. You know.
meet up with Lilith.
Lilith is like swimming and Nick's looking at
She's like, is that?
We got food.
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Lilith! Lilith! It's me, Gnark! You know! You're a friend! Lilith! The one swimming! One with the dog named Bennett!
Hey, you know, maybe we can make a bonfire outside at the beach. Wonder if we can bring Bennett.
Bennett, like, when you say his name, he kind of like looks up at you with the bone still in his mouth, and he's just like, "Hmm."
Oh, hey, buddy. You wanna come to the beach?
You want to go
To
find
eat some
Lilith?
food? You wanna find Lilith?
When you say Lilith, it looks like he's like more alert, and he stands up.
Alright, let's go find Lilith, Bennett.
I imagine Gennard picking up Bennett. Gennard is huge.
Can't hold him in one fucking hand.
Exactly. His hand holds him.
Alright, let's go to the beach. Do we even have firewood? Oh no.
Use torches.
Yeah, where
There's
you gonna
firewood at the
start that
beach.
fire, buddy?
Hold up, Jack.
Hmm.
Do I have anything to set on fire?
You have torches. right?
Considering it's Nyx, he probably would, right?
Yeah, I'll just use a bunch of torches. Let's go.
I had an idea, but I was like, Gennard would not want to do that.
Hey yo.
The bush. I was like, my disguise. My
No,
disguise were
no,
like
no.
pajamas.
We're
I'm like,
no,
no.
the bush disguise is sacred.
Yeah, we can't do the bush
Yeah, I'm
disguise.
like,
Save.
no. It's like, that's
If
the
we ever
only
lose that bush
flammable things
disguise,
I
I'm-
have.
Alright, we're gonna head to the beach. I'm gonna look around specifically for Lilith. Like, she said she wanted to go to the beach. I want to see what the fuck she's doing at the beach all the goddamn time.
Lilith is cooked. I fear.
Let's go over here.
Oh. You see
Hey,
when
you get back here.
when you go here where I put her, there's like her things here, like
Is she naked?
clothes, her bow.
Her underwear?
But she's not close to the shore at all. It looks like she went like really, really far. You don't see her at all.
Is it even legal to be that far? Did she drown?
Illegal. Is there like a law?
I mean, legal or not, I don't really care.
I.
You can't find her. You don't know where
Oh
she is.
well, one less of a person in our party. Let's go make that fire.
Well,
Are
she
we-
drowned.
Lilith died.
No.
Set the fire here.
Yeah, we can set it up here. Why not?
Wait
Near
for.
the water. Kind of nice.
We
out.
got flammable stuff right.
What?
We got
Bro.
flammable stuff right here.
We're not gonna
Her
burn
clothes?
stuff.
My god.
Her clothes and her longbow, bro.
Hey, look.
They are
as much-
flammable.
They are. I think she would
Isn't-
kill you if you burnt her stuff.
Even
I'm
how
okay.
interesting it would be to see Lilith's reaction if we burn her stuff, I'd rather that she be clothed. So
Yeah.
Crazy.
Insane.
That's insane.
Maybe I'll
Allowing
wear her
cooked
clothes.
was- I'm kidding.
Alright, I'm gonna put some torches down and try to light a fire. um Hey Bennett, look, it's your owner's stuff.
Probably once you guys get there, he'll like immediately go and like sniff her stuff, and like look to the ocean.
He's gonna walk. I mean, I'm assuming the fire is probably there. He's like, well, I'll let Gennard cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
I can handle this.
Kinda looks out of the ocean. He's like, where the fuck is she? Did she like? I know she said she likes to go swimming, but like, so she'd be closer to the water.
She's like a marathoner. Yeah.
Swim across the continent. The ocean.
It's like the Olympics. You know, like Where they go swimming? Triathlon?
Can I see what stuff there is? Didn't she leave anything I can take?
Do not steal her things. She will kill you.
You could try yelling out. Yelling out.
See, Gennard, I'm not very loud, but you are.
Perfect. Aw.
Hey, maybe Lilith would like some salmon. Why not?
Yeah, I go a little bit into the water. Just. Oh god, I'm not sure how loud I can be unless my mic will cut me off.
Oh my god.
So real.
I heard the first part.
I heard it now.
Like, I mean,
I mean, yeah.
I get the gist.
Do I roll for how loud I yell?
You can, I guess.
It's like the quietest fucking yell. Can Lilith even hear it?
Oh, I thought it was a nat 1. It was a 7.
She's about 135 feet away from the shore.
Oh my god.
She loves swimming. Is she a marathoner?
I don't hear any response. Maybe she did drown.
Oh.
Wait, what did
What do
you
you
roll?
Bennett?
7. I don't think she heard you.
Oh.
I'm gonna be real, champ.
Like Gennard yells and there's like people nearby. Like what?
Yeah, it definitely startles some people.
It's like, ball. We'll go back to cooking.
Poor guy. See what you did, Lilith.
Blaming
Look,
Lilith?
She's just swimming. What does she do?
You make a narc sad.
Lilith, you make Gennard sad. How about you stop drowning and come out?
My god.
Stop.
Crazy.
Take your shit. Well, if you're dead, don't respond. If you aren't dead, respond. Because I'm gonna take your shit. Oh, she didn't respond. All right, I don't think she'd be mine. If she'd mind,
Well,
if I just Bennett.
I mean, you did give her the warning, so.
You did give her a warning.
I guess Bennett's mine now.
Bennett looks at you like, what?
Hi, Bennett. My name is Nix.
He like sniffs your, like, he sniffs you. And he kind of like rubs his head on your leg.
Aw.
He already likes me.
Yeah.
What's your step, buddy? That's my buddy.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, Jesus Christ,
You're
Gennard.
like, oh, I'm his friend.
Gennard has beef with Bennett.
Bro, that's a
Another-
dog.
I'm already Nix's dog.
Huh?
Huh?
That's actually insane.
It's insane.
I'm the only person Nix would call good boys, is that right, Nix? I need to kill myself.
Oh my god.
What
Yeah.
the
God damn.
hell?
I'm sorry.
Gonna pick up Bennett and probably like. I mean, I can't really give it to Gennard because Gennard is cooking. Put him down next to Gennard.
Oh, more meat. Gunnar does not say
No!
that.
No,
Gunnar does not say that, but it's just like,
That's crazy.
it's like, what if?
this has been in the fire.
It's like, come back, and it's like,
Bro, Bennett's looking at the fire like, what?
Gennard, don't be rude. Bennett's our friend.
I wouldn't. It's funny.
You are pretty funny.
Um,
Okay. Okay, first of all, Nix and Ganark, I also want you to roll perception, because there is a chance you'd see Lilith. I would have said it earlier, but I was busy straightening out my thoughts.
You're straight? That's crazy.
No, but my
That's
thoughts
crazy.
are sometimes.
Ooh,
Oh.
you Nick's got a 19. Like, holy hell.
I got a 19.
Nice one.
You see something in the distance glimmer off of the water unnaturally.
Huh?
Like, it doesn't seem like the way light should reflect off of the ocean waves. There's something that looks different out there.
He's gonna
Guys, Lilith's cooked.
it's
her.
Lilith. It's Lilith's dead body. Oh no.
Oh no.
Shining brightly.
She died.
Is she a vampire? Twilight?
Crazy.
Kinda looks over. He's like, Gnark, do you see that?
Huh?
To the
Hell no.
I don't know. I'm cooking.
All I see is this yummy salmon. You kind of squint. It looks like it might be like scales.
Is that a sea monster or something?
The shark got her.
Oh shit, did like a sea monster got her?
Oh, no.
no.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, hey. One less person in our party.
You gotta be kidding.
Tell
Meanwhile, Rylerin.
Yeah.
So you cast this spell, tracing your finger along the missing pieces of this page, and tap into your mind as you push energy outwards, searching for something similar to this, something the same.
Why'd you say it like
And you get a feeling, this weird, pestering feeling coming from the direction sort of southeast.
That's bottom right, right?
Yep.
The library? Ryan kind of like sits up like, I think I got some.
What? she looks at you like, huh?
Do you mind if I quickly borrow this book so for like 10 minutes or so, 20?
Do you mind if I follow you?
Yeah, Palpy. Let's go.
1 second.
We'll be back in it. We'll be back. Just can you just come with?
She like quickly just throws the books into the shelf. Like, all right, coming.
Well,
Well, not like softly, but like just like puts it in like you know.
not in an order. Just like puts them into a spot.
Just whatever open spot.
Yeah, and because I only have 10 minutes on this, so I'm just gonna be kind of like rushing, like jogging out. Be like,
Yeah. As you're running, you notice Bellis is coming with you.
yeah, that's fine. I don't care. She's kind of invested in this. I'm fucked up. I can't do anything about this. She's coming with. And, hey, she's a good fighter. At least I'm not cooked if we get into a combat.
Sure.
True.
We're. Oh my god, I was right.
Yeah, it's the library.
Nice.
Noelle, let me in.
Kill me. Noel.
Is there a
Let's see.
specific area that I'm in?
It seems to be coming from the second floor.
Fuck. Hey, it's really good I didn't pass that sending earlier. Is Noelle at here? First, let me go inside. I'm gonna go to Tiamat. Kind of like jog in. Hey there, big bud. Is Noelle in currently?
I believe so.
Mind sending a message that Rylan's here? Has a question for her?
I can pass it along next I see her.
And when do you think that's gonna be?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, alright,
If you need to see her yourself, you could yell up the stairwell.
He points toward the southeast spire. Now, to be clear, regarding the second floor, not all of it is off limits, but it's coming from the part that is off limits.
Yeah, I figured as much. You know what? I'm just gonna. Should I use sending on this? It'd be neater, and then I for sure know that she gets my message. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast sending to her. Bring up my ear. Hand to my ear. It's like, okay. Annawale, it's Ralarin. Sorry, I have to think.
Lauren.
And then it's
It's Ralarin.
please
And
come
then
down.
Was
Thanks.
back. Hi. No.
No. Annawale, Ralarin. It seems that a page I'm looking for is in your restricted section. I'm probably gonna be doing this in my head as well, just for simplicity. It's what's the is there like a title of the book or something like that, or something I could say, or was it fucking Stain Gods?
So the Stained Gods was the name of the section that was all fucked up.
Yeah.
The book was about just like the general pantheon of Nisakoko.
Okay. You know what? I only have 8 words. Easier to explain in person. Is downstairs one word?
Yes.
Downstairs in library.
All right. She will respond, and she sounds a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
But then again, when doesn't she?
It's Noelle. She's pissed. She's
yeah.
pissed that I can reach her now.
Yeah. She seems to be.
She's like, God,
And it's
fucking sending.
I suppose I can help with something like that. I will be downstairs in just a moment. Go to the southeast spire.
Yep. Off I go to the southeast spire. Whee!
So yeah, it's like, what's funny is that it looks like it's been temporarily boarded up, but from context clues, you're pretty sure this is a permanent installment.
Yeah.
So it's like this wood that's set up, haphazardly. Actually, roll an Arcana. 'Cause you're
Sure.
kinda just standing here.
Shockingly unproficient. 16.
There's some sort of detection spell on this
I
to
want
tell if anyone has
Sounds like
crossed
alarm.
over.
Nix.
It might not necessarily be alarm, but it's something like that. So good thing Nyx didn't sneak over. I was trying not to laugh when he was considering that because I knew damn well.
That reminds me of this one time where me and my party were like discussing something and the DM forgot to mute his mic, so he giggled and we were like, what? He's like, shit, I wasn't muted, and he muted himself. We're like, guys, we can't do that. Guys, we can't do that. That's
really funny.
It's really good.
Well, I would never.
Oh my god.
You have about a minute left on the spell at this point. And she comes down the stairs all nonchalantly. And comes up to the thing. And it's just like, So you said you were looking for a torn page from a book,
Y-
something like that.
Yeah, I have about a minute left on locate object. I have the book with me. It'd be easier for me to follow the spell at the moment. I'm assuming you have a vast collection.
She looks like she really doesn't want to let you upstairs. Roll persuasion
Oh no!
with advantage. Help or something.
Can I guidance myself? No, I can't.
No.
It's concentration. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1 and a 15, 16 total.
You should thank Bellis later.
Bella's
She's
got.
helping
Thank you, Pookie.
What was the total?
16.
She squints at you, understanding the urgency, and you see her pull a wand from under her, sort of cloak thing, and she kind of like waves it and like taps it near the thing, and
Mhm.
part of the wood bends inward to form a sort of doorway. And she says, "Touch anything unnecessary, and I will vaporize you."
I'm not Aelor. I'm
And
not.
you get the vibe that she's not entirely joking.
Yeah, no, like I'm like, don't worry. I ain't Aelor. I'm not looking for anything sort. I just want to know what this missing page is. As I'm walking past, going up the stairs, I'm like, oh god, my timer is going. Timer's ticking.
You see Bellis do the like pleading hands as she walks by, like, "Thank you,"
Thank you.
Noelle kind of makes a face like it's like a like, "I think I know you. Why do I know you? Like, who? What the fuck?"
What the fuck are you here?
She looks visibly exhausted. This is the single most like Archwizard's library study that you can imagine. There's
Fuck yeah.
like stuff floating inexplicably, like the ceiling has like a sort of illusion that resembles the stars, constellations and things. There's a large like globe thing, and there are just walls of books that you are so certain that contain such mysteries and secrets that
I do not care about it the moment.
yeah, like you can feel the density of information in this room.
Yeah, there's like a passing thought in my head, like, oh, Aelor would kill me to be here right now.
I was gonna say, you think Aelor and Nyx would be jealous that we got back?
They're
to you
so
recently, or
fucked.
not?
They're losing it.
Halor would hit you in the head repeatedly if he knew. Too bad he's not here today.
Yeah, Jacob.
Oh, it would be such a shame.
So yeah, you follow it to this like corner, and you can tell there's like a few things here that are kind of like, it seems like they're just kept because they might contain important information.
Mhm.
There's a ton of random pages, and shit in here. But you find what you're looking for, and remarkably, part of it is still legible.
Yippee.
So to read out, counting the stuff that you could see before,
Mhm.
it reads as follows: the stained gods, those deities who have failed their meanings, who have failed the pantheon. Those deities that have fallen from what little grace they have will be branded eternally with a mark to identify their actions and their sins. Furthermore, the page you've just found says, Raisman, the beast of hatred, is one such god, given his brand as a result of his attempt to break the laws of our worlds and reach the mortal realm itself. For his crimes against the godkin, he was branded as a traitor. With the help of the demi-mortal soldier of something you can't read, known as something you can't read,
You son of a bitch.
with his blank and his father's blank, you're pretty sure it says blessing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a large portion you can't read. Then at the bottom, near the bottom, it says loss of the high something was significant to the later something. The rest of the page is illegible.
Can you copy paste that into our notes, possibly?
I can.
I thought you said you can't. I'm like, what?
Good luck watching the VOD.
Literally.
Y'all stay safe though. Yeah. While I get those images, you read through that, and that's about all. That's all that is legible.
Mm-hmm. I'm losing my mind. Oh, are you just typing it in currently, or what's going on?
I'm cleaning up the writing here and making sure the parts that you don't know are blank.
I see. Guys, big dubs, big dubs.
Jump scared by Senshi.
Real.
Alright,
Yeah.
fucking suck
Dude,
it.
I was like trying my best not to scream. Oh my god, Senshi! Not because it's loud, but also because there was like we were going through a fucking important aspect of the
Oh
things.
my god, the lore drop, yeah.
Explaining stained god. Just oh my god, Senshi!
I'm such a big fan.
Senshi's the stained god.
And she's the
Cool.
god.
There you go.
God bless,
I want
thank you.
whatever. I want to follow Senshi, whatever religion he teaches.
Oh,
It's so fucking cool. I'm so glad that worked.
And as you read this page, coming to realize some things and coming to wonder about others, at the same time, Nyx looks out into the horizon over the waves,
Oh god, yeah.
the glimmering light, reflecting, perhaps off the surface of the water. On those two ominous notes,
Oh,
we're
damn
going
it.
to end the session.
Yeah.
huge.
Y'all. My yapping session paid off.
Yeah, part of the reason why any of that even could happen was because I was appreciating how, like, I wanted to basically have you get something out of being
bullied.
Well, yes, and also being honest.
Yippee! 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 This is
I
only
figured it was good writing for Rylerin, who has struggled so much to talk about this, to now
get
finding
rewarded.
that maybe it's not so bad to talk about it, because
Yeah.
it's paid off a few times so far.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be so fucking paranoid about who I talked about this though.
Oh, yes, but...
Oh, we are so cooking, y'all.
Woohoo.
Yahoo!
Yippee.
Yippee, 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 yippee.
You guys want to know something hilarious?
Yeah.
What's
Wow.
that?
Scheduled time for my Fandelver campaign was 60 seconds ago.
Oopsies. That worked out pretty well,
Also
though.
part of the reason why we're...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to eat something.
Mm.
I'm hungry.
They'll live.
Yeah, they won't mind. We actually were going to wait another hour because one of them was going to eat, but he got to eat early. So.
Well, say goodbye to stream, y'all.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
Hey.
Nope.